40s. Dance. Latin. Country. Pop. Rock and roll. All at one station. 91.1 FM, The Boss.
Programs presented are submitted by members of our community and are a proud sponsor of KNLY 91.1 FM. The views expressed do not necessarily reflect those of KNLY 91.1 FM, The Boss, and affiliates.
It's the Real Estate U Show, where we take your typical real estate show and chuck it out the window. Motivating, inspiring, and educating, with a laugh or two along the way. Every week we bring you the latest happenings in real estate, new construction, and mortgage lending for both residential and commercial. And now, live, this is Real Estate U.
All right, happy Saturday, everybody. This is the Real Estate U Show. Live streaming on the Global Live Network at REUWorldwide.com. That's REUWorldwide.com. 20-plus stations and counting from our studios in Texas and Florida. Of course, the Florida station is being updated, so we got to deal with Miss Nina and her office today. So I don't know what that's all about. If you would pay the contractors on time, they would have finished. I'm just saying. Okay.
Wow.
The REU Show brought to you by Platinum One Properties, a premier Texas real estate firm here in led by Dina Salazar, our award-winning real estate broker, as well as My Mortgage Inc., led by the dynamic and cheap Jennifer Nina of My Mortgage.
Wow.
What? I'm just telling the story here. At BRPS Title, your national title services provider. So, hi, we're here each and every Saturday, 11 a.m. Eastern, 10 Central, and 8 a.m. Pacific time. Hi, Jennifer. You look so lovely.
Well, thank you. I can't see you, though.
You can't see me? Trust me, I'm as adorable as ever.
That don't change, huh?
Okay, you can follow us on Instagram at real.estate, the letter U, not Y-O-U, the letter U, real.estate, the letter U, Instagram. And also our podcasts on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google, via at Radio The Boss 91.1 FM. So we're all over the place. Streaming live on TV, internet radio, FM radio, Instagram, everything. Okay? I don't know how any of it works. They just tell me to say this stuff. Okay? As you know, I'm joined by our REU Florida host, Jennifer Nina, our resident double threat of My Mortgage Inc. And she is a licensed real estate consultant to help you buying, selling, leasing, and investing in real estate in the state of Florida. Okay. And, so we got some things going on between Jennifer and Dina and Avryl about, crossing state lines. I thought the FBI stopped that kind of behavior, but obviously not. So, so Avryl is lurking in the hallway somewhere because she said, I don't want to come in until the next break. Well, there she go. See, I hear her knocking at the door. She's knocking at the door. And so that's what we got. So, and that's Avryl Gordon of Avryl Gordon Insurance Agency. That's AGIA. That's AGIA, Avryl Gordon Insurance Agency, because she literally cannot help herself in regard to not being on time. See, I'm always on time, stuff like that. But Avryl, she works really, really hard not to be on time, okay? They say beauty takes time.
That's right.
But see, adorability doesn't. Okay. See, when you're adorable, you just wake up like this every day. So I'm joined in the studio now by one of my favorite people in the whole universe, Avryl Aloysius Gordon of Avryl Gordon Insurance. Hi, Ave. How you doing?
I'm doing good.
She's doing.
I got a chance to wear wear a winter coat because there's a
It is a little chilly. It's a little chilly out here. It's a little chilly
It
out here.
is
Yeah,
already?
it's a little chilly out here. So
we get excited. It's gonna be full boot, full coat weather. We get to
yeah,
below 78.
for 2 days. 2 days. Just two.
Oh, boy.
Just 2 days.
Pull out the cashmere. Pull out.
There you
the
go.
boots,
Jose,
bring
yo,
it-
long
Bring them
look,
in.
jeans and long sleeve shirts is all in right now, but it'll last 2 days. Just 2 days. Okay, so now we'll be joined later in the show by our award-winning real estate broker Dina Salazar and the guru of Texas mortgage and a legend in his own mind, Mack Blankenship, guaranteed rate, and you learn more about the amazing Platinum One Properties team at PlatinumOneProperties.com. And spell out one. Don't be a dummy and put the number in there. Platinum One. This is my job to educate people, April. Okay? This kind Our contributors include Dina Halloran of Designer's Niche, Tish's Teller of Globally Tish's Lifestyle segment, Builder Boost Arm Funding with Vicky Sheffield Cheers, and it's today's Vicky's birthday. We was at Rendezvous the other night, and she made me put on a baby blue bandana in regard to it was a 70s theme night, okay, because it was Soul Train, all right, for the Realtor Rendezvous. So she trapped me. She says, and if you take this off, I'm going to hurt you, E.L. Crane. I like
her.
They're like threats, really? So she put a blue bandana on my head to go with my blue suit. And I had my Jimi Hendrix vibe going on, okay? Minus the hair.
They should
I
have
was
worked a wig.
Jimi Hendrix minus the hair, okay? But it
There's
was,
a couple other differences.
yeah. I can't play guitar. I can't sing.
Skinny.
He's that skinny. Yeah. So basically, but Ave, I'll have you know, I've lost 29 pounds.
Boom.
Wow.
29 pounds.
great.
Thank you, dear.
I can see it.
Yeah, 29 pounds. And
We
I'm
can't
doing it.
compliment you too much though, but you might stop.
That's right. So look, 29 pounds, I'm doing it the old fashioned way. I'm not eating.
Eating less. You definitely eat. We still
I'm
see
eating
the
less. I'm eating less.
post. We still see the post.
Okay, so I am healthy eating. Instead of a steak with a loaded baked potato, I'm getting a steak with a naked baked potato. I'm not
there's a
eating the bread.
picture- There's a picture he took with Jen Trine. I was like, who this?
I noticed it actually in the Realtor Soul Train picture yesterday. I did notice it.
See, I'm doing
You
my.
deserve the compliments.
Avryl is my inspiration.
Don't be inspired by me. I'm like, yo. I'm finding that it's not the weight, it's really the tone.
It's the tone. You got to tone it.
So, lost a bunch of weight. Now the scale's saying something a little different, but
You got to tone it out. Well, see,
no, it's looking good though.
because I don't sleep at night, I was watching an infomercial about cool sculpting.
Yes, for the
About
birthday
what?
present, that would be excellent.
I didn't know there was such a thing,
Yes.
that you can freeze off fat. I know a whole bunch of people need to be in line to freeze
What
off
do you
their
mean?
fat.
Oh,
I mean, you
yeah,
got
you
some
for
people
fat
out
reduction?
there that they really need to like just stand in line, like when they.
I'm gonna let you stop now.
Okay, like.
I'll just say this. You're more than welcome to invite a plastic surgeon, dermatologist, a PC, general practitioner who has a cool sculpting machine,
Uh-huh.
and I'd be more than happy to let them perform that on air.
Okay. Oh, you.
That's a segment that I'm willing to sacrifice myself for.
Okay, this is April with the sacrifice. But see, now watch this here. Next week, BRPS Title is actually hosting a healthy Botox party. Tila is doing a Botox party. So what that means to the ladies out there, I have no idea. She told me to say it.
How do we get an invitation?
Oh, you got one because you're part of the family. Oh,
What
so
did you say?
yeah. So what is both? I don't even know. So
Oh, I can tell you, I got it about 6 months ago.
okay.
So it's slightly painful. They literally stick a syringe in the little places where you have creases.
Really?
They drop a few units.
Wow.
Depending.
And it paralyzes the muscle so that those frown lines, those little ugly frown lines, slightly disappear.
That kind of scary to me.
Yeah, it's not. It's such a scary, beautiful thing. Let me tell you.
Really? It's a scary, beautiful thing?
Yeah. You're like, why am I letting them inject my face? This hurts. And then it's like, oh, but it works.
Wow.
It's worth it.
Yeah, once every 6 months, I mean, little maintenance work, hey.
It's maintenance?
Yeah, you see, because you see that little thing? You see, I got that natural, we're not going to say what that face is, that resting face.
Oh, resting mean face. Resting
mean face.
Resting mean face.
And or when I'm very expressive.
Yes, she is, ladies and gentlemen.
So I decided that, maybe everyone shouldn't see all of my emotion. And so when your face is like this.
He's going to freeze it.
Yeah, But it's a beautiful thing, so I'd love to go to that party.
Okay, I'm looking it up now. So while we're on break, so we're gonna take a break, pay some bills right now. But Jennifer, when we go to break, we need you to mute because all that stuff you been doing over there, because the whole world will hear. So because we have an AirLink problem, we just need you to mute. So all the cussing that you preparing to do right now, okay, mute first.
Thank you for reminding me.
Just mute first, okay? So I'm going to put it on there. So we're going to take a break, pay some bills.
Yeah, it must.
This hour brought to you by My Mortgage Inc. and BRPS Title.
Are you looking for the best mortgage loans available nationwide? Welcome to My Mortgage Inc., led by award-winning mortgage expert Jennifer Nina, with expertise in both Florida and Texas markets, and a national team for all your mortgage needs. Now you can borrow with confidence. Whether buying, selling, or investing in real estate, you deserve the very best mortgage solutions available, whether it's for new construction, luxury, or an investment property. As a long-time mortgage specialist, Jennifer has built her lender reputation on getting the deal done. And you want to know the best part? By working with Jennifer and My Mortgage Inc., you gain access to the REUSHOW, an international, invitation-only multimedia platform offering exclusive real estate buying and selling resources, business alliances, and so much more. Doesn't get better than that. My Mortgage Inc. We treat your mortgage like our mortgage. Find out more information at yourmortgagepro.biz today.
Hey everyone, my name is Kaylee Heenan with BRPS Title. If you're looking to grow your real estate business this year, BRPS Title is the perfect title partner for you. Give me a call today and ask about our concierge closings, our luxury showcases, and our custom lead generation program, as well as our most exclusive program, the Roundtable Mastermind Group. Give me a call at 832-603-2005.
My name is Avryl Gordon with Avryl Gordon Insurance Agency. We all know that insurance is an important part of the home buying process, but it shouldn't prohibit or take up a lot of time. Customers want to get to close and they want to walk into their new home. I work directly with real estate agents and mortgage professionals who are looking to simplify the home buying and the insurance binding process before close. If you're interested in working with a professional insurance agent to make sure that your customers enjoy the experience throughout the closing process, give me a call. 713-429-0746. Let's work together to make sure that our customers have a great home buying experience.
This was a proud sponsor of KNLY 91.1 FM.
Okay, bills are paid, and I'm stuck in the studio with Avryl Gordon, but she's a good friend of mine, so she can stay. And then, Jennifer, have you unmuted yourself?
Excuse me?
Okay, yeah, we can hear you cough, so you're good.
Wow.
So, today, we got a few issues out there in the marketplace. Okay, so I'm going to start with Jennifer. Okay, Now, mortgage rates are still historically low, okay? So at the end of the day, what are you looking for to happen between now and the end of the year? Because I've seen all of these different mortgage partners out there just fluctuating up and down. Has that slowed down the market on your end?
I can tell you that my majority of business right now are refinances, and
Okay.
that's due to the new Refinance Now program that came out. Even though rates are historically the lowest, they have gone up a little bit.
Okay.
But you know, they're still, the buying is still there. People are still buying. People are still, you know, getting things done. So I really think, even I've been putting articles about, you know, foreclosure, how, you know, it's there, but it's not as people thought. And
Okay.
people need to stop, you know, thinking the market is going to crash, and,
Right.
and stop wasting opportunities. So, you know, contrary to popular belief, I think our interest rates are going to be, for another 18 months, are going to remain low.
Okay.
And then, we're going to see a spike, which is going to stabilize the market, as far as the pricing going up.
Okay. So because now, are the interest rates still low for investment properties?
They are, considerably, they are, yes.
Okay. And so that's one of the things that we're going to talk about Avryl about, you know, investment properties and how complicated is it to insure investment properties now?
It's not extremely complicated. There are a lot of products now that are way more flexible.
Oh.
Because, you know, investment properties range from a property that you're going to renovate and you're going to flip and sell, to a property that you're going to, maybe you're just going to take a property that you bought and make it into a rental property. Or maybe now with these properties, you're going to Airbnb it. And so there's just, when you say investment property, that's not a catch-all. That's a catch-all phrase.
Okay.
And so really, as an insurance agent, the most important thing that we need to understand is, what does that investment look like, feel like? What are your plans? And in the past, let's say you started out, you were going to buy a property and you were just going to rent it out. There wasn't any real renovation to it.
Right.
You know, we just treat that as a dwelling and we move on. But let's say you come back, you say, I really want to make some upgrades. I'm going to add some square footage to the property, and then or maybe I'm going to break it up into multiple units, and I'm going to Airbnb it. Okay? Would be a completely different insurance product that we would then need to transition you to. What I'm excited about is, and what I wanted to highlight really in this segment, is that there are companies that are recognizing now that, hey, this is not a one, this is just not a one-off kind of dynamic. Is that people as an investor have an opportunity to change the concept that they had. And so there are products that are being developed that allow you to transition that investment property from, let's say, a rental property to a reconstruction to a short-term Airbnb, and still remain in the same policy.
Okay.
And that's what I really wanted to highlight here, is that, but when people call and they want insurance on an investment, they really need to have a view of what that's going to be so that it can be correctly underwritten. And that's where where the conversation starts.
Okay. So now on the investment property side, let's stick on investment properties right now. Okay. I had a guy a couple weeks ago. He was trying to.
He laughed. What'd he do?
He was trying to make a fourplex. No, he's trying to make a fiveplex a fourplex.
Okay.
He was trying to get it from commercial mortgage down to residential 1 to 4. And I'm like, okay, you can't do that. But can't we call that fifth part of it like storage? And I'm like, no, somebody lives in it.
Oh, yeah.
So what it was is the mortgage was the interest rate on the mortgage on the commercial side was like 5.9, but on the 1.4 it was like 3.27. So I was like, so Now, are you going to move the people out and you're going to turn it into a real storage area? Because it actually, the fourplex was joined and this was an extra dwelling on the property. It could have been considered storage, but somebody was living in it. He says, well, I can get them to move out temporarily. No!
Fraud? Anybody, anything like fraud show up?
Yeah. So my attitude was, I don't look good in orange. Let's start right there. But what I brought that up for this. I have seen a lot of potential fraud lately on the commercial side, but now it's a lot of fraud from the residential side that's showing up.
Yeah, I love to throw that word out there, but I think part of it is that people, and believe it or not, I started doing my CEs for my more MLO.
Oh yeah,
and I think that I don't think that people intend to be fraudulent. I think that they don't understand the rigor of regulation as it
No,
relates to that.
they intend to be fraudulent.
No, what I'm saying is, I'm not saying that it wouldn't ultimately be a fraudulent situation if you allowed that to not educate them.
Okay.
But I think that people, I'm a business person and I'm trying to save money.
Right.
And, well, does it have to be commercial versus residential? Do I have to?
Okay.
It's
I
the
got
person that says it's an investment property, but can I get a residential mortgage? I mean, I think that people are trying, particularly, and I don't know how seasoned this person is or was, but.
Very.
And I would, well.
Very.
Okay, sorry.
Not a rookie. Not a rookie.
Okay. Let me shut up. What you think, Jennifer? But do you agree with me that there are a lot of people that they're just trying to figure out how to make a way? And
Yeah, and let me give you an example. I have a buyer, potential buyer, a pre-approved. They both, husband and wife, both work remotely. So the question was, okay, we sold our house and we want to move to Florida. But we want to buy two, one in Texas and one in Florida. So which one should we put as our primary residence? So I go like, well, that's more of because you have the option, you work remotely. That's more of a question for your accountant, because now you need to see which state is going to give you the best benefit if you have that choice. When you come to me, you got to figure it out, So you have to step out. I have to step out of that decision and say, you know what, the best person to give you that advice is your accountant, not me. I can definitely do both. Definitely one can be first and one can be second. But you have clients which kind of, tend to you have to answer those difficult questions and you have to know where to draw the line. Because then it can be that you're guiding them into doing something that they're not supposed to.
But it also goes down to the road. I'm going to agree with you, Abe. It goes down to the road of least resistance. Mm-hmm. People are always looking to go down the easiest road. Which one is going to cost me the least amount of money? Mm-hmm. Which one is going to cost me the least amount of effort to get it done? So I understand that. But this guy wholeheartedly knew that fifth component of that property was not storage. He knew it. He was literally looking for somebody to say, okay.
It's okay. But that's where you being a professional comes in. And I think the other word is document. Because, when I had to come, I knew I was going to do that. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
That flock goes into the conversation. But I think that there are unintended and intended actions.
But see, people always work with intent to win. I'm going to say it that way. People are always looking to win. And they will try to pull out all the stops to win, to benefit themselves. Entrepreneurs do it. That's what entrepreneurs do. We're all entrepreneurs. So we are always looking for the big win or the next win. Mm-hmm. But then you have to take into account that there's people out there who will say, okay, I don't have no money in the bank. Let me go ahead and do this deal. Or I got this bill to pay. Let me go ahead and do this deal.
And you know what? Yes. And you do. And let me say that in our business, especially here in Florida, we have a lot of, just recently in my company, we had a problem where we discovered that an agent was providing false documentation as far as assets. And we had closed about 30 deals with these people. So now we have to implement that prior to closing, we have to electronically verify those funds for our protection. So there's things that, that can do that. And listen, from professional to professional, that's why I like building relationships. For example, and April, I hope you don't mind bringing this up. Like, I totally understand. I was an insurance agent. I will, you have to talk to the person to be able to bind coverage. Now, in the interim of doing that, if information is required, I'm the person to do it. Now, it's a fine line, because you cannot receive, sometimes you cannot allow to receive information from everyone, because it causes that gap of possible information not being valid, right? But and this is where I have to, wait a second. This is, and I get it, but I want to be in the people that I want to work with. I want to be identified as not that person, right? So there has to be a fine line of communication, and that's where we as professionals have to, trust who we work with, but also have our eyes open. Yeah. And another example, excuse me, I have a lender come to me. A borrower presented some verification. The lender called me. Listen, these funds are not there. I think there's something maybe wrong going on, And I go like, listen, I get it. You're right. It looks different. But if my borrower was not from the background that he comes from, I will say, you know what, let's double check it. But I'm confident that it is what it is. Go ahead, because I know that borrower is in, is a police. He has a military background. Not necessary. So, you have to abide. If it was another different situation, I would have told him, let's check it out. But you, as a lender, things are come to you, which sometimes you have to question the person that you're your client, and sometimes they get offended.
That's true.
But
I don't get offended.
You don't?
No, I really don't. Like, before we go to break, my mother used to tell that one right there, you can't insult him. Now, he can insult the hell out of you, but you can't hurt his feelings. So basically, you spend a whole bunch of extra time trying to hurt his feelings. He's just looking at you like, that's the best you got. So
I like that.
So on that note, we're going to take a break. Going to come back with my good friend, Avryl Gordon of Avryl Gordon Insurance Agency, Jennifer Nina of My Mortgage Inc. This is the Real Estate U Show here each and every Saturday, 11 a.m. Eastern, 10 Central, 8 a.m. Pacific time. And when we come back, I'm going to tell you two ladies about how I had coming to Jesus meetings with my staff this week, and one particular moment that you will be so proud of me how I handled it. I'm Yale Crane, and they are not.
Hi, my name is Jennifer Nina with My Mortgage Inc., and I am your mortgage pro. I'm originally from Dominican Republic. We speak also Spanish. I've been in the business for about 15 years. I am licensed currently in Florida and Texas. The company is licensed in about 28, 29 states. So I can honestly tell you that I serve all types of clients, from the blue collar to luxury homes. I mean, everybody is a client. There's no exceptions to the rule. If you do not qualify, we will help you qualify. My favorite part is having the client get the satisfaction of their first home and telling them that they're approved and giving them the keys for them to go in their home. That's the most satisfying part about my job. Once again, my name is Jennifer Nina with My Mortgage Pro. Call me now.
Have you found yourself thinking, I need to increase my real estate brand value, start overcoming those limiting beliefs, and truly grow my business? Well, I have some great news for you. The Real ELC offers elite real estate training for professionals just like you. Whether you're a new agent or a seasoned professional, you can gain access to the wisdom, tips, and insights of a team with decades of real estate, business development, and marketing experience. And you want to know the best part? By receiving training from the Real ELC, you'll become part of the RMG Collective National Real Estate Marketing Platform. Just visit therealelc.com to start growing your real estate business today.
Hi there, I'm Dina Salazar, broker and owner of Platinum One Properties. For the past 20 years, my passion for real estate and strong sense of integrity have been the driving force and key to making real estate dreams come true for our clients. With preferred lenders, builders, and title companies, we are able to provide service beyond your expectations. So if you're in the market to sell, buy, or lease, Give us a call today. Platinum One Properties, exceeding expectations and creating the standard in real estate.
This was a proud sponsor of KNLY 91.1 FM.
Hi, I'm Tish Sotelo of Globally Tish. I'm the host of the REU Lifestyle segment. Every Saturday, I will be sharing with you everything that's hot in real estate, food, fashion, fun, and travel. I will be going from different locations, showing you where our RMG collectives have listings. I will be going from place to place, showing you what's hot in real estate, where the best places to eat, the best places to shop, as well as kind of just what's going on in our city. I love everything lifestyle, and I want to share everything that's so exciting about this city, other cities in the surrounding areas, as well as nationwide, and sometimes internationally. I'm so excited to share all of this hot, new, yummy stuff with you. Join me every Saturday on the REU Lifestyle segment.
Okay, we're back. Bills are paid, and Avryl and I have figured out a way to save the world in regard to who to employ and who not to employ.
Oh, I wish I had that figured out. I think it ebbs and flows. I think there are points when you know that, and then there are other points when you're trying to figure it out yourself.
There we go. So, as I promised, I had some coming to Jesus meetings this week, okay, with my staff, and they were all positive. But there were things that happened in regard to how they interacted with me and the questions I asked them. Now, I did not tell the owners what my questions were. So I had a list of 10 questions. Then I had a questionnaire that I had them fill out. But question number 10 was my favorite question. Tell me why I shouldn't terminate you today. That was my question number 10. And they all froze. I said, answer the question. Tell me why I shouldn't terminate you today. What is your value to me and BRPS title that I should not terminate you today? Their inability to tell me why was the most shocking aspect of that. I wasn't going to terminate them in that moment, but I wanted to know from their own mouth why I shouldn't terminate them. People in the marketplace, no matter what your job is, you need to understand your job. You need to understand what you need to do to perform your job. But most importantly, you need to know why you have that job. What is it that you're contributing to keep your job? Okay? So, one of my charges tried something on me that would never, ever work. You don't come to me for sympathy. You don't come to me for empathy, especially when dead presidents involved making money. So they started crying.
Oh.
My response was, you can't generate no business with that either. You cannot generate business because you're crying, okay? Or did you think that was going to move me to understand your plight?
Jennifer laughing too.
At the end of the day, do your job. The ones who I directly report to, CEO and COO, the COO, his favorite line is, if you do your job, you can't worry about everybody else's job. Then we have to get them to do their job. But if you complaining about everybody else's job as your reason for not doing your job, I need you to put in an application as a Walmart greeter, okay? So I am E.L. Craig, and these ladies are not. So that was my week.
Well, I used to be in pharmaceuticals, and the words that you talked about were value proposition.
Yes.
What is your value proposition? Why are you not replaceable?
Mm-hmm.
What do you bring to the table? And do people recognize it?
Exactly. I see nothing. And see, I even told them, I am nowhere near where I personally want to be. You are deeming me being successful. I don't deem myself as being successful. See, the whole thing is my judgment upon me is of greater value than your judgment upon me. Okay, as I'm my two bosses I report to, I like make they are never going to give me a paycheck I'm happy with, ever. When I own companies, I never received a paycheck I was happy with because I'm always striving. Avryl likes to say vision or visionary or leader and stuff like that. Fine, that's great, appreciate that. But at the end of the day, my motivation is self-motivation. Self-motivation. And for people to look for reasons to be motivated, that truly, truly drives me nuts, which I have a zero tolerance, because when you had a father like mine, the original EL, whose first thing out his mouth was, well, you did good. You're my son, aren't you? That's who I was raised by. Don't tell me what you can do good. I need you to work on the stuff that you aren't not good at. And that's the way, but see, that's the business that we're in. This industry that we're part of, real estate, it is truly a what have you done for me lately business. Okay? Is that insurance policy good enough 6 months from now that the one you sold today? Is that interest rate that you gave that buyer 6 months ago as good as the one that you can give them today?
Refinance.
It's exactly.
What she just said.
It's always a dynamic involved. But people, when it comes to your performance, and I like what you said, Avryl, value proposition, that's what it takes. That's what it takes in all things. So, Jennifer, now that I'm off my soapbox trying to fire everybody else's employees, okay, segue. I've been noticing quite a bit of job hopping in the mortgage loan environment right now. What is that about? Is it seasonal? You're muted.
Okay, loan officers are a different breed.
Okay.
Okay. And some of them, depending on their tenure, they look for the next best thing.
Okay.
Sometimes they're used for production and they're driven like horses, and then they realize, how can I build value? In every entity that I've been in, I find myself a way of how can I be indispensable? How can I create myself or be of value so somebody just don't wake up the next day and say, Jennifer, you gotta go.
Right.
So is they're looking for the easy, and those are with the newcomers. They look for the easy route, give me, but they don't want to do the work.
Right.
And I can tell you, I honestly have been struggling for 2 years trying to find the right per se, like the right creation of mini me, and it's tough because I have expectations, and it's tough in this business. It's tough. You have to just like be with a knife in your hand, ready. You gotta. So if you're not intelligent, you're not going to succeed.
It looks so natural.
It looked really natural.
Right?
Okay, I don't want to. But see, now this is the whole thing. You just said mini me. I just had a visual. Okay, Avryl is going through the process of getting licensed. All right. Again, and you guys work together. That's the goal of mine. I hope you guys work together. But Avryl's taller than you, so she can't be your mini me.
That is hilarious. Like all I could see was Troy when he like runs, jumps in the air, and and I could so see Jennifer doing it. It was just as clear.
So I'm not alone in my thought process.
I like giving people visuals.
I mean, it was
obviously
stays in their brain.
Wow, did you see that? It looked so natural.
It just
that was like I'm looking for her to come climbing out of the mud in the jungle one day with a knife in her mouth. I'm just saying.
So we had an Angelina Jolie moment.
Yes.
She could have been like, her, what's that character she had?
Laura Croft.
Laura Croft. And I had a Brad Pitt, Troy.
Every morning I wake up, on a hunting mode. Okay, and I think about it, what is it between me and the money that I'm going to get? It's always someone. So it's just hunted, and it's like hunting. You gotta go out there and hunt. And if you just lay back, somebody's gonna get up before you and go eat your food. So, and you do it swiftly. I've learned to do it swiftly. Before I was like,
I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill you.
No hesitation. There's
Not
no
you.
hesitation. There's no hesitation. Okay. I am E.L. Crane. This is the Real Estate U Show. Well, this is not the hunting channel. We're on the Global Live Network, REUWorldwide.com. I'm joined in the studio by one of my favorite people in the whole universe, Avryl Gordon of Avryl Gordon Insurance Agency, because Avryl is one of these people, actually Jennifer is too as I think about it, who give just as good as she get. I mean, being in a rock fight with these two, you got to have some extra rocks. I'm just saying. They give just as good as they get. They're both tough as nails. They're both beautiful. Yeah, I said it out loud, people. They're both smart. They're both strong, independent, single moms. The strongest person in the universe. Ain't nothing like a single mom. And they are entrepreneurs who get the job done, and their professionalism can never be questioned. Now, they both have the ability to bite your head off. Let me not leave that part out. Okay, I have had my head bitten off by both of them in one instance or another. Now, Jennifer's bite is deeper than Avryl.
That's because she's trying to rip the skin off.
Exactly. Avryl, she'll, I'm going to bite you, but I'm going to let you go. I think Jennifer bites you and like, I'm hungry too. So,
She got that Rottweiler bite.
Exactly.
Mine is a little yippy.
Yeah, so it's those kind of things. But you cannot go wrong with Avryl Gordon Insurance Agency, Avryl Gordon, or Jennifer Nina, My Mortgage Inc. You cannot go wrong. And actually, everybody around our panel at the Real Estate U Show are just like that. Strong of character, strong in professionalism, and strong in performance. So on that note, we're going to take a break, come back for our final segment. But see, Avryl can't leave in the first segment of the next segment because she has to be here for my 2 cities of the week. I think she's going to like them. Take a break, pay some bills.
Can't make me do it.
Are you looking for the best mortgage loans available nationwide? Welcome to My Mortgage Inc., led by award-winning mortgage expert Jennifer Nina, with expertise in both Florida and Texas markets, and a national team for all your mortgage needs. Now you can borrow with confidence. Whether buying, selling, or investing in real estate, you deserve the very best mortgage solutions available, whether it's for new construction, luxury, or an investment property. As a long-time mortgage specialist, Jennifer has built her lender reputation on getting the deal done. And you want to know the best part? By working with Jennifer and My Mortgage Inc., you gain access to the REU RMG, an international invitation-only multimedia platform offering exclusive real estate buying and selling resources, business alliances, and so much more. Doesn't get better than that. My Mortgage Inc. We treat your mortgage like our mortgage. Find out more information at yourmortgagepro.biz today.
Hi, I'm Tish Sotelo of Globally Tish. I'm the host of the REU Lifestyle segment. Every Saturday, I will be sharing with you everything that's hot in real estate, food, fashion, fun, and travel. I will be going from different locations, showing you where our RMG collectives have listings. I will be going from place to place, showing you what's hot in real estate, where the best places to eat, the best places to shop, as well as kind of just what's going on in our city. I love everything lifestyle, and I want to share everything that's so exciting about this city, other cities in the surrounding areas, as well as nationwide, and sometimes internationally. I'm so excited to share all of this hot, new, yummy stuff with you. Join me every Saturday on the REU Lifestyle segment.
Osborne Advisors, the official commercial mortgage company for the Real Estate U Show, Saturdays 11 a.m. Eastern and 10 a.m. Central on the Global Live Network, www.reuworldwide.com. For all your commercial real estate mortgage needs, go to www.reuloan.com for both commercial real estate and business loans nationwide. 800-460-9165. That's 800-460-9165.
This was a proud sponsor of KNLY 91.1 FM.
Hello, I'm E.L. Crane, and I'm joined in the studio by Avryl Gordon of Avryl Gordon Insurance Agency, and we have our resident ninja, Jennifer Nina of My Mortgage Inc.
Okay, please next week I want you to tie one of those bands around your head and just let me see that one.
She'll be here next week.
Yay!
For Dina's Ladies Women's thing Saturday. Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Look at, and this is what she told me. I need you to pick me up at the airport Saturday morning and bring me to the studio. She didn't ask. She just told me. Really, you going with that?
Extremely reasonable to me.
She just told me.
Yeah.
That's not reasonable, Abe. I think she's look, please in there. Could you, or do you have the time? But no. I need you to pick me up on next Saturday morning.
Yeah.
That's a request or a demand?
It was appropriate.
That what you go with?
You know what, men, I believe this is the only gender thing I'm going to say, but men do what you expect. If you don't expect to be treated a certain way, you're not going to get treated a certain way. So kudos to you, sis.
Unmute yourself. She over there dancing in her chair. Just dance.
I'm learning.
To take it off after commercial.
Yeah. Okay. So now, Abe, I got a question for you. Mm-hmm. What implication does management of property have in insurance?
Oh, it definitely affects premium. So one of the first underwriting questions that they're going to ask is there a manager of the property? Is it the individual and or is it a management company?
Okay.
And if so, it would be beneficial when you're doing the quote to have that information because it's something you're going to have to provide if there is a property manager.
Okay.
And really the idea is that a property that's not tended to, is more likely to have wear and tear. If it has damage, if it's the same as damage, let's say like slow leaks behind the wall or something, someone's not I won't say inspecting or managing and has the ability to mitigate that, then there's going to be a greater loss. And so it is an important thing for the investor to consider as they're purchasing insurance. How am I going to manage this property? Who's going to collect rents? Who's going to make sure that the property is well maintained? Is it me or someone else? And they actually ask us whether or not the owner of the property lives greater than 50 miles away. Because if you say you're managing the property, but you don't have access or ability to manage the property, we're going to take that into consideration.
Now, see, I have my own personal horror story. I used to own a 16-unit apartment complex. People don't self-manage, okay? Don't do it. Do not do it. Get a property management company. Whatever you do, I think it'll be a savings insurance-wise. I think I'm correct in saying that. I think it'll be a saving on your emotional stability. Because having tenants call you is not fun. I'm going to just leave it at that. It's not fun. property management companies, there are many of them. You can interview them and so forth and so on, but do not manage your own property, because I was a lunatic when I had those 16 units. I was useless.
Yeah. I would say there's two things that I always think about.
Mm-hmm.
One is, don't let anybody in your property that doesn't have renter's insurance.
Yes.
Ridiculous. So get somebody to manage the property, but also make sure that your property is an asset and that it's protected.
And you can mandate that?
Yeah, absolutely.
I didn't know if you can mandate that or not. Okay.
And then and then the second thing is, I don't understand why a lot of people that own rental properties don't put conditions in the lease in terms of the value of the maintenance. So if this thing costs less than $1,000, it's your responsibility.
Oh yeah.
It needs to be a certified contractor. People don't think about that. So you're bothered because you're being bothered by nuisance type stuff.
You know, you're 100% right, because I didn't know about the mandate. Of course, I bought that complex or that building with those units in in the spring. It was gone by the beginning of the fall. I couldn't do it. I literally couldn't do it. And even though it was a short window, I still made a little profit on the resale of it. But some people just can't do certain things. I'm not a person that can have multifamily. I had single family dwellings that I had, with renters and people with leases, mostly corporate leases. That was easy because, like you said, it had all those costs. And the corporation made the tenants that they were providing the leadership housing for, with what they called it, they had to sign a contract with the corporation to sustain the viability and the value of the houses that the corporation was leasing for. So there was an inspection when they came in about the stoves, the ovens, the floors, the walls, the paint, everything. They had to sign, just like they do in the military. How you get it is how you return it.
It's interesting because one of the things that recently came up on the application, it hasn't been on all the applications, was also about the caliber of the tenant that you have. Are you going to be doing background checks on them? Are you going to look at their credit, things of that sort? Like, the rigor that you employ as an owner or an investor definitely has an impact on the premium that you're going to pay for the insurance. So, Jennifer, are there any, when you're thinking about, I should say, funding investment properties, are there any of those things that are taken into consideration with your underwriting process?
There is, if the property, like say, for example, have Florida based people investing in Texas, so they want to know if there's a property management involved and how are they, and if there isn't, explain how are you going to manage that. So yes, it is a concern for the lender, absolutely.
Okay, so now in Florida and Texas is like the wild, wild west. Okay, let's be real clear about that. In Florida, are there stringent guidelines for how you manage the property? And the reason I bring that up because my all-time favorite property owner was my late stepfather. Okay, he owned an apartment building in L.A. All right, his whole thing was if you didn't pay his rent, he took your door off the hinges and left.
Is that legal?
Not here, not in Texas, but in L.A. See, L.A. has a very strict eviction policy. But you can make them as uncomfortable as hell and make them want to leave or pay their bills. So my stepdad would go and take the hinges off the door under the guise of maintenance.
Gangster.
Yeah,
Total
exactly.
gangster.
Real OG. We're not condoning this behavior.
I was told I couldn't do that in Texas when I own my property.
Did you try?
I was going to try.
No.
I'm sure he did.
I was going to try.
That's kind of something I say to my daughter when don't you close this door. If you close this door, I'll take it off the hinges. And then I'm thinking, how the heck am I going to get it off the hinges? And she is looking at me like, this lady has lost her ever-loving mind. But my mother used to say that, and it worked. I mean, it kind of is a fear tactic, but your stepdaddy took it.
He took the whole stream.
Degree, okay.
That's right. Under the guy. Anytime people would complain, he says, "Oh, I had to do maintenance." That was his cover, and there was nothing they could do about it because he was making sure that the door on the unit would provide the viable protection that this family needed. So he had to have this door inspected off-site And there was no requirement that there needs to be a door on property. You realize that there is no requirement that a property has to have a door, except in the initial funding, that it's a livable dwelling. After that, there is no requirement that you have to have a door.
You know, I am all into circumventing. But geez.
That's right. Think about it. It has to be a livable dwelling when you have an appraisal.
Uh-huh.
But after the appraisal is done, the owner of the property is not required to have a door. You're not
So what do? They snatch it out?
You're not required to have a door. No, my stepdad go in there with his tools and take that door off the hinges, put it in the back of his truck, and head on out.
To inspection.
To have the door inspected to make sure it was a safe and viable door to protect the family on the other side of the door.
How long was the longest he kept the door
3
out?
days. 3 days. Yeah, 3 days.
Wow. You need to write a book about. There needs to be a book about the. I won't say Crane, 'cause I'm sure that wasn't his last name. But there needs to be a book about that.
Oh yeah, he went. My stepdad wasn't. He was a 25-year Navy man. He retired from the Navy. 25 years in the Navy, and everything about him was about structure and compliance. Structure and compliance. If your rent was due on the 1st, I don't have a grace period of 3 days. Your rent is due on the 1st. That was my stepdad.
Yeah, he'd have beat the hell out of me.
He did to me, so I understand what you're saying. Think about this. This is my stepdad. He bought me a bike for one of my birthdays, all right? And I went up to the shopping center where they had the big stores at, and one of the guys I was with, he stole something out of the store. So, of course, the store security detained all of us for our parents to come get us, all right? They called my stepdad at the cleaning store. We own cleaning stores. Called my stepdad. He came down, picked me up. Didn't say 2 words as we put the bike in the back of the cleaning van. Didn't say anything. Drove over to the bike store where he bought the bike. Sold my bike back to the bike store. I'm looking like, huh? I didn't do anything. He just looked at me, started driving back. Went to the cleaning store. Took me to the back of the cleaning store. And what he did to me is now considered child abuse. But it's considered child abuse now. So they're like, I didn't do anything. He said, but your selection and friends need some work. That's what he told me. I'm never going to forget that line. Your selection and friends need some work. I hadn't had that bike 2 days before he sold it back to the people he bought it from, beat the hell out of me, and told me I need to improve my selection and friends. So people, when you ask what's wrong with E.L. Crane, you now understand.
Wait, we're your friends.
Is that why my kids say they need therapy?
Wait a minute. We're your friends. Has it improved?
A little suspect.
As long as you get the beating and I don't, we good.
Yeah, no. My stepdad, he wasn't no joke. Herbert Kansler. I miss that crazy man, but he
taught you discipline.
He did. He taught me discipline. Between my dad and my 2 stepfathers, whew.
You know, funny story. I am babysitting my grandkids for the weekend because it's my daughter's birthday. She flew off to New York. So, like, when the mom is there, right? I see them and I'm like, I don't want to do this because they're like all over the place. I was like, okay, vodka, whatever. I'll do it, but just for a weekend, right? But they're pretty good kids, right? So, but when they're together, you know, one starts fussing with the other. Not in grandma's house. No. They just look at me like, oh shit. You better calm down. The crazy's gonna come out. So they already know. I got them trained.
Yeah.
How old are they?
What was that?
How old are the grandbabies?
6 and 2.
Aww.
And we're not gonna say nothing about the word you just used on the air.
Sorry.
So on that note, we're going to take a break and duck the FCC phone calls as they come in.
Still on you. This time is on you.
There you go. So when we come back, we got Mack, we have Dina, we have Jennifer, we have Avryl, and we have City of the Week. Pay some bills.
Hi, my name is Jennifer Nina with My Mortgage Inc., and I am your mortgage pro. I'm originally from Dominican Republic. We speak also Spanish. I've been in the business for about 15 years. I am licensed currently in Florida and Texas. The company is licensed in about 28, 29 states. So I can honestly tell you that I serve all types of clients, from the blue collar to luxury homes. I mean, everybody is a client. There's no exceptions to the rule. If you do not qualify, we will help you qualify. My favorite part is having the client get the satisfaction of their first home and telling them that they're approved and giving them the keys for them to go in their home. That's the most satisfying part about my job. Once again, my name is Jennifer Nina with My Mortgage Pro. Call me now.
Let me ask you something. Are you a real estate professional seeking to grow your business and add greater value to your career? RMG The Collective is the process that develops new and seasoned brokers and owners. Have you tried figuring out the best ways to market yourself but just haven't been able to break through yet? You're not alone, but I have good news. RMG The Collective offers training programs to help you master the luxury real estate market, grow your income, boost brand awareness, and develop a truly unique brand to help you stand out from the rest. This unparalleled program is endorsed by top luxury brokers and agents nationwide, with 93% of participating agents increasing their income by at least 41%. And you want to know the best part? You can be a member of RMG The Collective no matter where you're located. With agents located all over the U.S., you'll be a part of a strong, supportive community, have constant access to RMG's online proprietary program, work one-on-one with your mentor, receive customized feedback on your marketing and business model, and finally, watch your luxury real estate business take off. Get ready to spend your days helping others achieve their dreams while you achieve yours. RMG The Collective. Growth in partnership. Call or email to get started today.
Hey everyone, my name is Kaylee Heenan with BRPS Title. If you're looking to grow your real estate business this year, BRPS Title is the perfect title partner for you. Give me a call today and ask about our concierge closings, our luxury showcases, and our custom lead generation program, as well as our most exclusive program, the Roundtable Mastermind Group. Give me a call at 832-603-2005.
Hi there, I'm Dina Salazar, broker and owner of Platinum One Properties. For the past 20 years, my passion for real estate and strong sense of integrity have been the driving force and key to making real estate dreams come true for our clients. With preferred lenders, builders, and title companies, we are able to provide service beyond your expectations. So if you're in the market to sell, buy, or lease, give us a call today. Platinum One Properties, exceeding expectations and creating the standard in real estate.
This was a proud sponsor of KNLY 91.1 FM.
Let me ask you something. Have you been thinking to yourself that it's time to start playing in the real estate big leagues? Welcome to the Real Estate U Show, a weekly nationally syndicated multimedia show designed to empower both buyers and real estate industry professionals by providing tips, insights, and inspiration for all things buying, selling, and investing in real estate. Featuring a team of real estate experts, financial and new construction professionals, and weekly guest entrepreneurs, this fun and entertaining show breaks down all the complex news happening in real estate nationally. And you want to know the best part? Through the Real Estate U Show multimedia platform, you can gain access to the RMG Collective, an exclusive invitation-only real estate professionals group. Doesn't get better than that. Catch the Real Estate U Show weekly at REUworldwide.com Saturdays Eastern, 10 Central.
This was a proud sponsor of KNLY 91.1 FM.
Okay, we're back, and we have been inundated by ants. Dina Salazar of Platinum One Properties. Ants, and the guru of mortgage.
I knew he was just going to
in Texas. A legend
in his own mind.
Mack Aloysius Blankenship.
Now, we were talking about vodka before we came on the air. Is he drinking vodka again?
Are you with EO?
No, I'm drinking water.
You're the one holding the, like, what could be a
What is that?
I love that.
This is, this is pick me up. Get me ready to
vodka does the same thing. Vodka does the same thing.
Yeah.
So,
they're pretty good, right?
So we have your real estate family here this morning. We have myself, E.L. Crane. We have Dina Salazar. We have Mack Blankenship. We have Jennifer Nina. And we have Avryl Gordon. That around the board, you're talking about Avryl Gordon Insurance Agency, Platinum One Properties, Dina Ramos, Guaranteed Rate, Mack Blankenship, and My Mortgage Inc., Jennifer Nina, and the effervescent, lovely, and adorable me, E.L. Crane of BRPS Title. Yes, I have anointed myself as adorable this week. Now, as you know, this is the only 3-hour DBM-hosted multimedia real estate show in the world, and you are so very welcome. I try to do what I can to enlighten the masses as everybody's favorite DBM.
It just seems like you're doing an awfully lot of enlightenment by E.L. Crane at this point.
Happy Saturday to you too, E.L.
There you go. Yeah. Our weekly job is to educate, inspire, and motivate. Class has been in session for a little while, but now it's officially in session because Mack is here. Because he is the Mack checker.
The Mack checker.
He's the Mack checker.
That's right.
And as the Mack checker, his job is to basically check me to prove that I am not embellishing information.
That is a fact. That's a Mack fact.
That's right. That's a Mack fact.
That's a Mack fact.
That's a Mack fact. Okay.
That's a Mack fact.
As you know, each week we go on a real estate U culture trip via Cities of the Week. All right. So now this is the only thing that the real estate U family of Mack, Dina, Jennifer, and Avryl allow me to do unsupervised. They never know from one week to the next what might come out of my mouth.
That is absolutely
1 minute to the next. What are you talking about?
Exactly. And it really is in the best interest of everyone else that he be supervised with everything else.
So we are going to start nationally in Mack's hometown. Okay? Mack's hometown.
You don't even know what my hometown is, huh?
You already do. I have 11 bedroom, 10 bath, 14,467 square foot home for $23,950,000 in the remote area of Asylum Township, Pennsylvania. This is what you get in Asylum Township.
Lock me up.
So that's the asylum Mack was raised in right there.
Oh, gosh.
Look at that.
I was going to say, you really don't know where I'm from because there's no,
the
whole town where I'm from couldn't have been sold for $23 million.
Did you just Mack check me?
I just Mack checked you. And it does exist.
Okay.
It is a real name. And now, you know what he's going to do, folks? He's going to tell us how I got that.
No, not that just yet. Mack, let me drive this car. I just need you to ride, okay?
Get in the back seat.
Yeah, get in the back seat. Hold your horses, okay? Now, you can have this fabulous estate in Asylum Township, Pennsylvania.
That is a castle.
At $110,631 a month. I got the 631, and my brethren from Real Estate U Show are going to split the other part 4 ways, and I don't want no damn company. So this is...
And you want us to let you stay there?
Yes! By myself.
He is drinking. You are drinking.
That's a hotel. Like a boutique
It is,
hotel.
isn't it?
Yeah.
But look at this. This is what you get
That
in
is just
Asylum
that is
Township.
incredible, right?
The whole population is like 1,300 people in the whole town.
It'd be interesting to go back and look at the historical ownership of that property.
Yes.
I got to imagine that it probably goes back many generations, if not
there you go.
if not decades.
Dina, where are you at? I'm over here in the garage. Yeah, I don't know where I'm at. I'm lost.
You need walkie-talkies for that.
There we go. Yeah. So would you like to know how he got his name?
Please.
Yes.
The name of asylum was given to this town by the French refugees from the Revolution of 1798 who found asylum by moving to Asylum Township, Pennsylvania.
Beautiful.
Very good.
There you go.
Very
See,
nice. Nice history lesson
See,
there.
this is what I do. This is the new and improved me. I keep trying to tell y'all, this is the new and improved me.
That is an embellishment.
I got.
I think I have a tear. I'm not
I got
ashamed of
Ava
it.
crying over there.
You've just been checked. That's an
Yeah.
embellishment right
That's
there.
an embellishment?
He Mack checked
Absolutely.
you. He
Wow.
Mack checked you.
Okay, now the next place is the second place Mack grew up at. Okay, this is the second place in his adventure to become Mack Blankenship of Guaranteed Rate.
AKA.
I ain't saying that one. Okay, so I have a 4-bedroom.
That was your cue. Cool.
3-bath with a private sauna in 2,208 square feet on a private island for $1.4 million in the town of Asholmen, Sweden.
No. He didn't just say that on the air. No.
It's
Asholmen.
Asholmen. Okay, that's where Mack was. This is what basically prepared Mack to be in the mortgage credit.
No.
Fact,
no.
Mack check. Mack check.
You better make sure you spell it right. Let me spell it right, because things are not coming up on my computer that are not corporately appropriate.
Asholmen, Asholmen, Sweden.
Holman.
Asholmen, Sweden.
Or E-N.
I think pronunciation plays
Is it
a
man
part
or
in
man?
this.
Wow.
This man. So, Mack check.
It's a real place.
Oh, wow.
And this is your private island.
It's a very dark.
Wow. That's insane.
This is your private island in Sweden,
Really
people,
cool.
for $1.4 million.
Unbelievable.
Look at that.
That is
Your own private island.
On the private, $1.4 million.
That's a steal.
Yes.
That's
That
great.
really is.
That's a steal.
Look at that. Not
Whoa.
not that.
Okay.
Could be something to work
No,
for now.
Carlos he done went crazy. Yeah, there you go.
Cool.
That is just
That's your view.
Oh my goodness.
Crazy incredible.
Wow.
But you got to deal with the winter in Sweden.
Yeah,
No,
that's what I was
that's true.
thinking.
That's
Yeah, because all you could do is just stay inside.
You stay
that
inside
little-
that place right there, all by myself, no help.
And I wonder how insulated it is with all that glass.
I know. That's true.
I wonder how far it is from the mainland. Like, if you need to
Well,
go
you can
by
see.
stuff.
363 yards from the mainland.
Oh, okay, it's right.
Wow.
Just a nice,
360,
easy
yeah, nice
swim.
or a walk across the ice.
Or that too.
Look at that.
in that
Wow.
beach.
I mean, the structure in itself doesn't look like 1.4 million. The location.
It's the
Yeah,
location and it's the
on
private
the
island.
private island.
It's the private. Look at that.
That's beautiful.
Because it's very minimalist in terms of the interior.
So now, would you like to know how the city got its name?
I think so.
Look at that right there. I love that view right there.
Yeah.
They got the big circular windows.
Yeah.
Look at that.
You're not worried
Yo,
about
look.
neighbors. I mean,
I don't want no neighbors. That's me all day long. So I'm going to tell you how this place got its
Commit a
name.
crime.
Okay, its name is derived from the British English Assizes, Assizes, meaning the court of law.
Okay.
Asholmen is an island in Sweden. That's where Mack grew up and got all of his whatever he got going on. So on that note, that has been our Cities of the Week this week. This is the Real Estate You Show on the Global Live Network, joined by Mack Blankenship of Guaranteed Rate, Dina Halloran, no, that's wrong, Dina Ramos Salazar of Platinum.
What did he just say?
They called me Dina Halloran.
Uh-oh. She's got boots on. If I were you, I'd be really careful.
That's why I came in my army stuff.
There you go. And Ep Gordon Insurance says it. I'm E.L. Craig there now. We're going to take a break, pay some bills. We'll be right back.
you did pretty good on that.
This hour is brought to you by Platinum One Properties and #MortgageMack.
Are you looking for the best mortgage loans available nationwide? Welcome to My Mortgage Inc., led by award-winning mortgage expert Jennifer Nina, with expertise in both Florida and Texas markets, and a national team for all your mortgage needs. Now you can borrow with confidence. Whether buying, selling, or investing in real estate, you deserve the very best mortgage solutions available, whether it's for new construction, luxury, or an investment property. As a long-time mortgage specialist, Jennifer has built her lender reputation on getting the deal done. And you want to know the best part? By working with Jennifer and My Mortgage Inc., you gain access to the REUSHOW, an international, invitation-only multimedia platform offering exclusive real estate buying and selling resources, business alliances, and so much more. Doesn't get better than that. My Mortgage Inc. We treat your mortgage like our mortgage. Find out more information at yourmortgagepro.biz today.
Hey everyone, my name is Kaylee Heenan with BRPS Title. If you're looking to grow your real estate business this year, BRPS Title is the perfect title partner for you. Give me a call today and ask about our concierge closings, our luxury showcases, and our custom lead generation program, as well as our most exclusive program, the Roundtable Mastermind Group. Give me a call at 832-603-2005.
My name is Avryl Gordon with Avryl Gordon Insurance Agency. We all know that insurance is an important part of the home buying process, but it shouldn't prohibit or take up a lot of time. Customers want to get to close and they want to walk into their new home. I work directly with real estate agents and mortgage professionals who are looking to simplify the home buying and the insurance binding process before close. If you're interested in working with a professional insurance agent to make sure that your customers enjoy the experience throughout the closing process, give me a call. 713-429-0746. Let's work together to make sure that our customers have a great home buying experience.
This was a proud sponsor of KNLY 91.1 FM.
Okay, we're back. Bills are paid, and I'm in the studio with Mack Blankenship of Guaranteed Rate, Dina Salazar of Platinum One Properties, who has the best mom in all the world because she makes me homemade salsa.
She
so,
does.
Mack, I need your mom to start doing something to keep you in my good graces, just like Dina's mom does. And Jennifer, since your mom is no longer living with us, I need you to get with your aunt. Do the same damn thing. Because if you try to stay in my good graces, I need gifts. All right?
Wow. Oh my God.
Who said we needed to stay in your good graces?
I know.
I'm letting you know that's what it takes.
But you know what? I guess if you don't ask for things, you're not going to get them.
You're not gonna get them.
He's got so many bottles of whiskey, like from gifts that he's been given, that I don't even think you could drink all that in your lifetime.
But see, people like me inspire myself. Unlike Mack, everybody want to run him over in the parking lot. See, it's totally different.
Except for the folks I'm doing loans for. Yeah, you're probably right.
There you go.
That.
There you go. So, Mr. Blankenship, did you have a good week?
Yes. Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, okay week.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
You know, because we Dean and I, we was at Realtor Rendezvous
Oh yeah.
at the Royal Sonesta on the 14th, and people lost their mind with their 70s get up. I mean, there was a couple people over there was like, "Ooh wee, man, ooh wee." Okay.
Yeah.
But it was pretty cool though. I didn't get any of the food though.
You didn't get any food?
I wasn't standing in line. I need somebody to serve me. All that old waiting in line.
I thought
stuff.
so.
Yeah.
He left and he had this grumpy face. Tells a group of us, "I'm out of here." And I was like, "What's going on with you?" Well, I didn't realize. I should have known he hadn't eaten.
I was hangry.
Yeah, I could tell something was up.
Yeah, you know, like, you gotta go stand in line for the food. No, I don't. No. What is wrong with you standing in line for food? No, I need somebody to serve me.
Did they have crab cakes?
No.
No, but they had this
Now
amazing
you know why I
pasta
didn't
station.
go.
They had this amazing pasta station, though.
Yeah, they had a pasta station, and you had all the ingredients you could add to your pasta.
Stuff like that. Then they had the charcuterie report station.
Uh-huh.
And then, I don't know, did they have a dessert station? I don't know.
I didn't see a dessert station, but they did have, was it some steak or sliced
they did have that, the slice on the beef over there. Yeah. Now, see, now you'll have an appreciation. See, the first door prize of the night was given away by E.L. Crane, the BRPS title. Ask me what it was.
What was it?
It was a gallon of whiskey. That was the first prize.
Now, why didn't I think of that?
Oh my God!
Now the first prize of the night was a gallon of whiskey.
Who won that prize?
A gallon.
Do you remember?
Yeah, Mike Borrego. Oh, he used to be a loan officer. Now he's in insurance. Yeah, Mike was there. He says, "Oh, I've known this man for years. This is not shocking that this is what he's giving away."
They gave some good gifts.
Am I that predictable?
Yeah, you kind of are. They gave away turntables.
They did.
What album were they giving away? I wanted to know.
They had a package of 5 albums. They were all classic albums. One was Leonard Skinner.
Leonard Skinner.
They had Physical Graffiti from Led Zeppelin.
Probably the best rock and roll album
ever.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Ever.
Yeah. And then they had a Johnny Cash, The Black Album. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
And I can't remember the other ones, but it was 5 classic albums that this classic, not classic, Soundwaves over on Montrose donated those albums.
No kidding. No kidding. Wow. And I don't know about you, but I look back and I'm thinking, what was I thinking?
Yeah.
Why didn't I keep all those albums?
Stuff, exactly.
Why didn't I keep all my albums?
All those albums.
And you keep them in, because, the kids that did that kind of stuff in school, you were thought, well, those are some nerdy kids.
Exactly.
Man.
No.
I mean,
we probably
they didn't even take the wrapping off. I'm
we work for them now.
You can't listen to them if you didn't. We work for them now.
Yeah,
work for them now. We totally work for them. So this week is devoted to his honor, Mack Blankenship. Because people didn't know.
Did I miss the memo?
No, Mack's so judgmental he might as well be a judge. So his honor, Mack.
Hey,
he's talking about you, Mack, checking him.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, that must be it.
That's totally what it is.
I couldn't think of another good reason.
Yeah, that's it. Just judging me, and you're always wrong. But anyway, so we have new loan limits out there in the marketplace now.
Yeah, that's kind of cool, isn't it?
I don't know because you won't give me a loan. Anyway, so I'm looking for a loan. Mack won't give it to me. Jennifer has sided with him. She won't give me one. So I don't even know why we have these mortgage people on the Real Estate U Show where they won't take care of a highly decorated ROTC veteran such as myself.
Decorated? You mean ejected?
Highly decorated.
Ejected. Highly ejected.
So tell us about the new loan limits, Mr. Blankenship.
Oh, well, so, prior to COVID-19, their loan limits were expanded above the traditional conforming limits for, certain counties across the United States and very specific. I mean, it's available only for primary residences, 15, 30, 30, 20, and 25-year mortgages. And so it's been just reintroduced, but it was just reintroduced last week. Okay. And October the 7th. That was last week, right?
Yeah.
And So you can do a conforming loan now up to $625,000 if it meets the guidelines. Yeah. So the traditional conforming amount
What's
is
the down payment?
$548,250. I do $95.
Okay.
Primary residence only, 30, 25, and 20-year fixed mortgages.
And ROTC waiver.
No ROTC waiver. But I think you already knew the answer to that question.
You got to ask your question.
He keeps trying.
It's just my job to try.
Yeah, because I have an old saying. Not asking's the same as a no.
There you go.
Might as well ask.
So you got to tell me no. I'm not going to take no from now. I ain't going to say what I'm saying.
That's a Mack fact.
That's a Mack fact. Yeah. He's my Mack checker. Yeah. So, Miss Nina, my Mortgage Inc., with these new exceedingly high loan limits, has this increased buyer participation even when it's supposed to be the slow time of the season?
Absolutely. We got an increase actually in our FHA guidelines in Broward County. So now it used to be 380. Now it's 405.
Okay.
That's a beautiful thing.
That's a beautiful thing.
Change.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I'm seeing a lot of things on the flip side though. Okay. Now see, and actually it was a question for Dina. These $1 million houses that are in the marketplace right now, I mean, they're flying off the shelf just like they $250,000 now.
Yeah.
But in researching, how in the hell are people paying these taxes? 3.54.
No.
I saw 3.54 in Town Lake. I saw over in Aliana, 3.42.
Yeah.
On $1 million properties, but that same thing on $500,000 properties as well. So the taxes are the equivalent payment of the principal and interest,
if not more.
If not more.
If not more. And you know, I get really sick when I start seeing those kind of tax rates.
Yeah.
I start coughing. You know, and but it's just a fact that people are willing to pay that, and you know, and unfortunately, especially in the new home areas, you know, a lot of the new home sales people say, "Oh, well, you're going to get 20% off," and that's not true.
No, it's not.
It's not, and you know,
it's up to.
Well,
it's
it
up to.
depends on your taxing jurisdiction and where you're at, because you know, like KISD, you know what you get off? 25,000, not 20%. Right? You go to your mud districts, you know how much you get off for your mud districts? Zero. So unless your house is in a very specific geographic location,
right,
that tax exemption is likely to be 6%, 7%, maybe 10 if you're lucky, because typically the county across the board gives you 20% off. Right?
Right.
But in many of these places, it's the lowest common denominator, right? It's the lowest tax amounts, because your school districts and your mud taxes are much higher than the county taxes. Like Fort Bend, I mean, Fort Bend's like 0.46 per 100, but you might go to a school district and be $1.20, and you go to another mud district, it might be another $1.50. So you're looking at 3.5 to 3.7.
Right.
So
Hey, Jennifer,
it's just insane to think that people would pay that much.
Now,
but
because
they
I
do.
always tell people, but Florida has this same kind of thing. Oh, the taxes, Does Florida have bundled taxes for property like they have in Texas?
Some counties do. So Weston, for argument's sake, they have the school taxes, which you guys call mud, utilities, everything is included. So you're pretty much looking for a $1 million home, you're going to be paying like $40,000 worth of taxes. So it depends on the county, yes.
Okay, but wait. See, people talk about the state income tax in California. Y'all would kill to have the state income tax in California, in Florida and Texas. And I'm going to tell you why. Because you get a refund back on your state income tax. And on a $400,000 house in California, you know what my taxes are? $1,700 a year.
Wow.
Really? Wow.
$1,700 a year.
So you know what what the beauty of the tax system here in Texas and in Florida relative to state income tax, right? From somebody from my perspective, is that, hey, I can make as much money as I want and I can live cheap. I can find a community where the taxes are 2.2 and not 3.5, and I can
you
make
need a
some
flak jacket and a tank to live there.
No, because it exists in First Colony, it exists in Silver Lake, it exists in the Woodlands Township.
Watch this here. Who's going to give up what they already have to go move to higher taxes? That's the point. That's my point right there.
I'm not, but at least I have that option. So I can be a high income earner and not pay any state income tax and choose to live in a $300,000 house.
A $300,000 house is $6,600 a year based on your 2.2. Okay.
And that's maybe true for other people, but not me. I'm moving into districts where I'm getting that full 20%.
Okay, I understand. Let's look at it. $6,600 for a $300,000 house. Okay,
That's
per year. I'm paying $1,700 a year for a $400,000 house.
But what did you pay in state income tax though?
My return is 92%, so I'm actually still paying less. And the state income tax return in the state of California, all those things that you can't write off on the federal government now, you can still write off on the state income tax. Remember, interest is now capped at $10,000, what you can write off.
So are the taxes.
Okay, but the whole thing is, you get to write off your travel in California on state income tax. You get to still write off your leases if you have leases. You still get to write all these things off, especially if you're an entrepreneur. So basically, I'm going to take my 25-second earthquake, my state income tax of damn near zero versus property tax and a flood waiting to happen every other day. And that's both Florida and Texas.
So before I would agree with you,
it's not a matter of agreement; it's of perspective.
What I would do is I would take apples to apples and just run those numbers and do a side by side comparison.
Oh yeah, you can do that.
The
value
I'm almost
added.
willing to bet that it would almost come out relatively equivalent with, and then it's a matter of perspective for the individual.
Okay,
Yep.
Here you go. There's no mandatory flood areas in California.
There's not?
No. No mandatory flood insurance areas in California.
What about earthquakes?
There is no earthquake. There's earthquake insurance, but a real earthquake only happens every 15, 20 years. And most of the damage is done to large structures and streets.
Yeah.
It's not the houses outside of, my vase fell off the wall. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's those kind of things. Growing up there, I went through 4 major earthquakes. And in my neighborhood, no damage.
Wow.
Okay? It's always in the valley. It's always where it's mountainous areas at. Okay?
Yeah.
It's always where mountainous areas at. And first time I saw a flood in my entire life was here.
Yeah.
Never saw a flood.
Yeah.
Here.
Well, it don't rain in California.
Yeah.
It don't
Well, talking
rain
about
in
floods,
California.
I've had a whole bunch of impacts on DTI due to flood.
Yeah.
Because FEMA has actually pulled out, and we have now, at least here in Florida, only private companies. And you're looking premiums going from $500 to $2,000, $3,000, $4,000.
Absolutely, yeah.
See?
Yeah.
So that now the false equivalency, and I'm being very honest and transparent, is the housing. You can't $400,000 house in California that is truly a flak jacket, armored car, tank situation.
And so, that goes back to my initial perspective. I think that the way that we're designed gives us the more flexibility to spend more or spend less. Whereas in the state of California, we don't necessarily have that flexibility.
But see, here's the state. Here's
a homeowner in a reasonable neighborhood.
But here's the state of California perspective. Okay, if you want new construction, it's not in city center. You have to go in the valley, or you have to go into adjacent counties. All right, which is no different than here.
Right.
Okay.
To some degree, sure.
There's no difference in here. But then, what you have now, you can get a really nice home on a really nice lot, so forth and so on, in that $800 to $1.2 million range. It's still not cheap as it is here. That's not what I'm saying. But you can. But if I'm only paying $4,500 on a $1.2 million home, when you're paying $45,000 on a $1.2 million home here, that's where the balancing act really comes into play. And you get to write off all those taxes that you could no longer write off federally, but you can write them off state-wise in the state of California, whereas Texas doesn't have a state income tax.
But I don't think a $1.2 million house here and a $1.2 million house in California is going to be equivalent. I think that house at $1.2 million is going to be more like $6,000, $7,000, or $8,000.
I'm talking about the tax equivalent. You can get a really nice home. What I said was you can get a really nice home for $800 to $1.2 if you go out into the valleys and the adjacent counties. It's never going to be an equivalent bang for your buck housing Texas to California. That's never going to happen because California is mostly landlocked. Texas is still spreading out. I'm talking about cost to live. I would rather not pay $45,000 a year for property tax.
Exactly.
I'm not going to pay $45,000.
But a lot of people just don't. I mean, when I've worked with clients of in all price ranges, we were talking about the $1 million clients, right? So naturally, when as a real estate professional, when showing a home, we present all the facts up front. During the viewing, and I bring up taxes and stuff, and usually people that have making that kind of money to be able to afford the $1 million homes on up, they're pretty good with numbers as it is, and they know what they're getting into. And one comment made, I recall, from a client who was driving a rather expensive vehicle. Somebody said, "How much? How many miles do you get per the gallon?" I don't know, something like this. And he goes, "If you have to ask, then you can't afford it." You know,
Go with that.
I was like, wow. You know, it's like, okay, shut that poor guy down. But I mean, you know, he's, I don't know, I don't care because I can afford it. You know, and so I think that when it comes down to price range, they kind of that they already know what they're in for most of the time, and they're business savvy, and they're a lot. And with COVID, everybody's working from home, so I'm imagining we're going to see an increase in home office expenses, etc.
Because I saw there's a neighborhood where I live at out in Cypress is relatively new. It's a gated community. Actually, it's a partners in building community. All partners in building new construction, custom construction there. So I just had to go in there to see. Found out who their lender was, which was shocking. I will not say their name on there. Okay. But the cheapest thing in there was 1.2. But the tax rate for this particular community versus our community's like this.
Yeah.
I'm on the stop and go side, and they on the HEB side. We're gonna say it like that, right? So on the stop and go side, my tax rate is 2.39 with the exemption.
Right.
There, with the exemption, you heard what I said? With the exemption, it's 3.49 with the exemption.
So did they?
So what do you think's driving that cost?
Is it a master plan community that they're in, or just?
It's going to be 38 houses total in that gated section.
What drives that cost?
I want to say you got the lake on this side, the golf course on that side, the gated community, the mud district. I don't know. I don't know.
The county and the school are the same.
Okay.
What drives it is water. It's your mud district.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay.
Yeah. So that many neighbors probably have their own utility district, or they had to design a utility district to serve that community, where you probably didn't have a natural source for water. You have to develop a utility district. It costs associated with developing it.
But
costs
it's adjacent
associated
to my community.
Then what they do is they issue bonds, right, to raise the money to develop it, and then the taxes, the purpose of the taxes are to pay the bonds back.
Right.
Once the bonds are paid back, and then basically all you're paying is for the maintenance of the district. But in the very beginning, that's the difference. Yeah. It is the utility district, period.
What I'm saying is, but it's Cypress, and we have utilities in the area.
Doesn't matter.
I understand what you're saying, but it's like I'm right there.
Mm-hmm.
I can walk from my entrance to where I live at, come out of there, and walk into that gated community. If
I were to pull your tax certificate and their tax certificate, the difference is going to be utility districts.
Okay.
And sometimes, now I'm seeing more than one utility district on some tax certificates.
Oh, really?
Yes, where you might have a levee district to prevent flooding. You got a water district to provide the water, as we talked about. But in a community like that, if they had to develop their own district, how many homes were there?
38.
So you only have 38 people that are sharing the costs associated with that development.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
And so, it's going to be expensive.
It was insane when I say, that's with the exemption?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
3.4 with the exemption? Oh my God! Don't even tell me.
And the exemptions, but the exemptions don't come off of the tax rates, right? The taxing entities don't give you a discount on their tax rate. The exemptions come off of the assessed value, right?
Oh.
And each district has their own exemption. Typically the counties, and I have run into counties where they're like, no, we don't give you anything.
Right.
Or maybe it was a city, right? Where city, just like it was some city up in Dallas, they're like, no, we don't get no homestead exemption. But counties typically will give you 20% off of the value once you declare homestead, right? Most municipal utilities districts don't, unless they're older districts where they might give 10 to 20. Most school districts give you $25,000. Cypress, Fairbanks, that's why it's so popular, because they give you 20% off of the assessed value, and all the exemptions come off the assessed value. It does not come off the tax rate.
Right. So Jennifer, when it comes down to taxes and utility districts and one county to the next county, one city to the next city, do you have the same variables there that we have here?
We do. So depending on, like I said, City of Weston has school taxes. Older counties don't. So it does vary. And you have some that have higher, like Miami-Dade have, and some parts have higher tax rates than others.
Right.
But here we have the tax imposition is flat out $25,000, and then you have a widower or veteran, and if you're like a veteran and have, I think it's more 100,000.
She said veteran, not ROTC. Veteran.
What was that?
You said veteran, right? You didn't say ROTC because he's over here raising his hand.
No, I said veteran.
Okay, just checking. Yeah, that's I'm Mack checking him still.
Yeah, thank you for that.
So
There he goes, unsupervised again.
Yeah. So at the end of the day, all right, at the end of the day, okay, it's what you're willing to pay no matter what state you're in.
It really is. And I think we have more choices and options associated
now
with
that.
that
I will never disagree with.
And
I will never
when
disagree
it comes
with
to housing here in Texas.
But the tax rate.
I just
when
can't
people,
with that,
I just can't. When people say Texas has no state income tax, they have a state income tax that you cannot write off, and it's called property tax. That's about
It's not state income tax. That money does not go to the state.
No. It's I'm just using.
But it's equivalent, right? Because the state raises money through the sales tax.
Yeah, no, but I'm just talking about how people look at
from
living
perspective,
here from perspective.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't tell me that you're not. You just bought $1 million home here, and you're getting more bang for your buck than you can ever get in California, New York, Florida, anywhere. But you're paying $45,000 a year.
Yeah.
Just in property tax, and we haven't even got into your insurance.
Yes.
Property management.
Yeah, we haven't got any of that. HOAs. You know. Oh my God, the HOA for that Partners in Building monthly.
How much?
$575 a month.
What?
$575 a month. There's no community anything there because every house has its own pool. So what do you get for $575? And it's not a man-gate.
It's not.
It's not a man-gate.
So it's voluntary.
It's a programmed gate.
Oh. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. For $575, I want somebody at the gate.
Yeah, I want somebody at the gate bringing me dinner. $575 a month. I want all that. Okay. So what we're gonna do? We're gonna take a break. We're gonna come back. We're gonna visit with the lovely Dina Salazar, who is my inspiration.
Oh wow.
Okay. Mack is the bane of my existence, and I'm just flat out scared of Jennifer. Okay. So
that's a compliment, Jennifer. I would take that as a compliment.
I'll take it as such.
So we're going to take a break, pay some bills, and Mack is going to explain to me why he will not fight for me a ROTC loan. Pay some bills.
Have you found yourself thinking, I need to increase my real estate brand value, start overcoming those limiting beliefs, and truly grow my business? Well, I have some great news for you. The Real ELC offers elite real estate training for professionals just like you. Whether you're a new agent or a seasoned professional, you can gain access to the wisdom, tips, and insights of a team with decades of real estate, business development, and marketing experience. And you want to know the best part? By receiving training from the Real ELC, you'll become part of the RMG Collective National Real Estate Marketing Platform. Just visit therealelc.com to start growing your real estate business today.
Hi there, I'm Dina Salazar, broker and owner of Platinum One Properties. For the past 20 years, my passion for real estate and strong sense of integrity have been the driving force and key to making real estate dreams come true for our clients. With preferred lenders, builders, and title companies, we are able to provide service beyond your expectations. So if you're in the market to sell, buy, or lease, give us a call today. Platinum One Properties, exceeding expectations and creating the standard in real estate.
This was a proud sponsor of KNLY 91.
Hi, I'm Tish Sotelo of Globally Tish. I'm the host of the REU Lifestyle segment. Every Saturday, I will be sharing with you everything that's hot in real estate, food, fashion, and going from different locations, showing you where our RMG collectives have listings. I will be going from place to place, showing you what's hot in real estate, where the best place to eat, to shop, as well as kind of just what's going on in our city. I love everything lifestyle, and I want to share everything so exciting about this city, other surrounding areas, as well as nationwide, and sometimes internationally. So excited to share all of this hot, new, yummy stuff with you. Join me every Saturday on the REU Lifestyle segment.
Okay, E.L. Crane here. I'm joined in the studio by Mack Blankenship, Dina Ramos. I almost said it's hollering.
You were
again.
going to say
I almost did it
Oh
again.
my gosh.
Dina Ramos Salazar. I'm confused this morning. Okay, and Jennifer Nina of My Mortgage, but we're getting ready to have Tish's lifestyle moment. And so, because Tish thinks she knows lifestyle, but she actually gets all her tips and information from me. Okay, I help her construct the whole lifestyle format. I mean, I pick out her wardrobe. I pick out all of the acronyms that go through the lifestyle component. I am not only the producer, I am the director, I am the executive producer, I do the hiring and firing, and on days when I can't find good people to work, I'm the cameraman too.
That is just a gross, blatant exaggeration. That's not even remotely close to being factual.
Unmute, Miss
You
Jennifer.
better Mac,
Unmute, Jennifer.
Mac check him.
I just Mac checked him again.
Just Mac check me. Okay, and while Tish is over there fixing her clothes that I picked out for her that she's just fidgeting with. Okay, unmute Jennifer because we want to hear you. There she go. Because she has this thing about being muted that she's engaged with. I don't want to be heard, whatever that's about. So Carlos, take me down and let my protege in lifestyle, Tish Sotelo of Globally Tish, take over. See, she's my lifestyle protege.
Will you take down or
Tish,
something?
did you hear all that?
I heard that. Look
Did
at
you
this.
hear
Look
that?
at this outfit that he picked out.
Yes! Yeah, she's going to give him credit.
That's hilarious.
They rehearsed this before they got here today.
It's a collective. It's a collective effort here. We all have to help each other out.
Yes.
So hi, happy Saturday, everyone.
Happy Saturday.
Happy Saturday. So guess what? Today we have beautiful weather here in Houston, Texas. How's it going there, Jennifer? And of course,
You're muted. No, he's not. She's not muted?
No, I'm not.
I can hear.
it's amazing there, right?
How's the weather?
Yes, it is.
I didn't hear her, though. How's the weather?
How's the weather, Jennifer?
It is amazing. Sunny and amazing.
Sunny and amazing. So I'm interested to hear what you guys do there for like the fall festival. So here in Texas, in Houston particularly, we do a lot of fun stuff. Fall brings a lot of things about pumpkin patches, haunted houses, just a host. Oh, our Texas Renaissance Festival. We have so many things that happen during the fall. First of all, let's spruce up our homes for fall, right? I love to get very, very large, different pumpkins. I love the ugliest squash to put them outside of my home at the front. Do you like doing that, Dina?
No.
I usually go, there's River Oaks Plants, and there's a few other places, Cornelius Nursery, where you can get the ugliest pumpkins, but they make great decoration for the front of your home. Just kind of when you get there, I always kind of like to do a layered effect. So start with like a large one, and you kind of mix up different colors, and here's a nice little ugly one. I was looking for the ugliest things, right? And then you also could put these in a nice vase somewhere in your home, and you can just kind of fill them up. I like to do monochromatic. Fill up a vase with like all of these white ones. And they look very, very chic doing all white or all one solid monochromatic look. So that's a great way to spruce up your home. And then afterwards, you can always get your kids to decorate these, and kind of have a good time with them when they get bored. So what's going on around the city of Houston in regards to pumpkin patches? So with the pumpkin patches, we have a few going on. St. Luke's United Methodist Church, located at 3471 Westheimer, Houston, Texas. They have an annual pumpkin patch.
You lost me at church.
Well, and you're going for the pumpkins too, right?
Oh, okay.
So they have an annual pumpkin patch, and that pretty much goes all the way until Halloween. So that's a great place for you, your family. And this is not just a kids thing. Like, I like to go to pumpkin patches and get different pumpkins for my home. And then sometimes also, you can see some of them you can cook with if they're large enough, but then most of them, you can decorate your home or give them away. Great thing to give to clients. I know Big 12 Sister, she gives a lot of pumpkins out to her clients around this time, Jen Tran. So her back trunk, I don't know if you remember last year, she had her whole back trunk filled up with pumpkins. that's a great thing if you're a realtor to do something different for your clients, right? Or give them pumpkin pie during this time. Just pass out pumpkin pies or nice decorative pumpkins or pumpkin like cookies.
Did they make whiskey out of pumpkin?
I don't know. I feel like that was our whiskey section.
Because he looks disgruntled over there.
I think that was our bourbon whiskey time. I don't know. Okay. Do you think they have a pumpkin whiskey? Do they?
No.
No? They do have a pumpkin spice latte at most of your favorite coffee shops.
Yes,
so.
now there you go.
That's a good one. Here are some really nice decorated cookies, but a lot of your local bakeries, they will have blank like shortbread cookies or sugar cookies that you can decorate them. They'll come actually with icing and sprinkles, and these are great activities and fun for yourself and for kids. So you can get these here at our local bakery here called Crave.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they have all different kinds there. But if you just contact your local bakery or someone that you use for your baked goods. They usually have these really cool bake sets starting right now from fall all the way through Christmas. You can find cocoa bombs. If you were a part of the cocoa bomb craze like last year, contact them now. They have cocoa bombs. It's only a seasonal thing. So cocoa, do you know what a cocoa bomb is? Okay, I'll bring those next time. Next time we'll do cocoa bomb fun. Okay. So then I always try to take this time to try out new flavors, right? So one of the places that I like to go to here is called Minuti Cafe. I love
it.
Do you love Minuti?
Yes, I do.
I love local coffee shops. Nothing wrong with Starbucks because I am a Starbucks queen. I know every Starbucks verbiage and everything. But I do like to support our local coffee shops. And I love Cuban coffee, right, Jennifer?
That's right.
I love Cuban coffee. So I like to try out different flavors in the fall. Here we have a pistachio cupcake.
Oh, I love those.
Do you, okay, yeah. I have some for you after. Mm-hmm. Pistachio cupcake is so amazing. It is yummy. It's green. Mm-hmm. And so this is the great thing. You could actually take this and decorate it and make it into like a ghoul or some type of ghoul or goblin. Just kind of put little cute features on it. And you can use these for Halloween.
That looked like something in the refrigerator for 7 months.
It looks bad, but it tastes so good.
You know what? I have to break open this one, and I'll eat this one later because this is my favorite. But I want you to see the inside because the outside doesn't really. Are you able to see how beautiful and vibrant?
Yeah, that's a science project that went bad.
It's beautiful and vibrant. But again, these are some great things that you can pick up for your clients. I always say that, just something fresh, or if you're going or hosting an event, something to pick up just very quick. They have these, and I thought these were so cute. These are leaf apple pies.
That's cute. Where'd you get that?
From Minuti.
Oh my God, I didn't know that.
That's an apple pie?
This is the apple pie.
I like that
can go with
design.
that.
Yes, it's beautiful. So again, these are things that you can just have around in your home, put them on a beautiful pastry plate, cover it up, and sometimes we're all kind of getting our fall bodies ready for the summer, but this is the time where you can start enjoying some of those delectable treats, right? And then another fun flavor is coming from Crave Cupcakes. Again, pumpkin, and I am all into the details, right? It's the spice, it's cute, it's fun, and it's great. You can get a dozen of these, but you can wrap them yourself individually and put your business card in there. Make it something special from you, right?
That's a good idea.
Yeah, it's a great idea.
No,
Yeah.
no.
And so again, do you want to keep going?
Yeah.
I want to keep going to like hydration. This is a time where our skin gets very, very dry. Like I have very dry skin in the fall. It starts around September. I'm not bragging, but last week I was at the Hot Air International Balloon Fest in Albuquerque, New Mexico, and my skin was incredibly dry. So with that, I like to use a couple of products, and again, it's hydration. But the first key to hydration is what?
Water.
Water. And this is, of course, a premium water. Very high alkaline levels. I'm not particular with any particular brand, but I just like to try to find brands that have high alkaline pH levels. So for your body, all over body, this is a great one. If you're familiar with Kiehl's products, they are great and well known for skincare. Right now, this is on special, on sale at Nordstrom. You can find this right now, this large jar for 30, I think it's like around 30 something, $32 or so. But it's very hydrating. It's a whipped butter. And if you're dry, this is great to use on your body, like all over. So you just use this, and it doesn't give you a oily kind of feel. It's just kind of moisture. See, look at that. I am popping.
Smells good.
Look at that. Look at my. Okay. I guess I was a little dry. So I guess I was a little dry. And again, that is a head to toe product, but they have a lot of skincare body products all the way around. For your skin, one of my favorites, I use a mixture, so I'm not connected to any particular brand because I use a variety of different products. And you have to kind of try products that work for you. And I don't know if you guys know this out there. Go to the, I like to go to Nordstrom because they spend a lot of time with you. But if you go to your beauty consultant at any large retail store, then they will actually try things out for you. And they have a lot of samples that they have to give away. And sometimes they may not offer it, but if you go there and say, do you have any samples? Because I'm really trying to figure out what type of, whether it's a gel, a cream, you have to try to figure out what kind of will penetrate that superficial layer of your skin. So for
Mack,
me.
who's Mack's beauty consultant?
Who's yours?
Who's your beauty consultant, Mack?
I think I know who it is. I think I know who his beauty consultant is. She kind of helps you out sometimes.
Sometimes.
Sometimes, yeah. It's good to have a little help.
Let's go with that.
So here, this is Charlotte Tilbury. It's called Magic Cream. And this Magic Cream is renowned. This, of course, they've used it on top supermodels. This is one of the base layers for supermodels. And guess what? We have it too. So right now they have a special at Nordstrom. Not a Nordstrom plug, okay?
I can't tell.
Sure got me.
Definitely not a Nordstrom plug yet, but I do love it there. So here it is. They have this one here. It's a set, and this set typically you'll save about $30. This set here, and again, it's loved by. See if you can read that. Loved by celebrities and supermodels. And don't we all?
Dina loves that. Because
Yes.
Dina is our resident.
She is our resident celebrity and supermodel.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
There it is.
Right.
And
That's not a Mack bag either.
But Dina, what do you use? Like, does your skin, is it dry in the fall?
Yes. But I don't know anything about all that. I just use whatever.
What is whatever? Because there's great products in oh my gosh, CVS. Have you guys been to CVS or Walgreens? They have amazing products. But what products do you like to use?
Well, I'm one of these people that doesn't know what to do. So my friends give me, like my sister will get, and during Christmas, like my birthday was last week. Got all kind of gifts. Do I remember the names of them but I use them. I mean, I don't know. So
Yeah.
I'm terrible. I'm not your
No, but it
typical-
works because whatever
I don't know.
she's doing, it works because she's stunning and always amazing.
my
Always
sister,
amazing.
Yes, thank you for that. But I really don't know. I hate to be.
No, I do
I'm
want
the
to
same way.
address two things. One thing is Dina's event that's next week. It's next Saturday, right?
That's right.
And that is Broad Strokes for Beautiful Women. And that is beautiful women.
Yeah.
And you want us to tell us a little bit about that, Dina?
Okay, so it's going to be at the Beautiful Anti-Aging Studio and in the Heights, and we'll show the flyer here in a minute. And it'll be benefiting the Women's Center of Houston. And I think that everyone listening, men and women, either if it hasn't happened to you personally, to experience any type of abuse, we all know someone who has. And there are many families affected by abuse and violence and need help to restart their family and this benefit's going to go toward that. So it's a great cause. There's going to be art auction going on, baskets that are being raffled off, free gift giveaways for the first few people that come through the door. I don't know how many, I think 80, but anyway, so it's going to be from 6 to 10. So stop by, enjoy, visit, and you don't have to win the auction, buy anything, but if you wanted to donate to the Women's Center, we'll be collecting for them and delivering everything for that proceeds the following week.
I love that. I think we can look at that this week too for our Big 12 and the RMGs to see what we can do centered around this event.
So if anybody has a company that wants to donate something for the auction, please feel free to reach out 832-646-9054 and let us know. We everything will help.
Yeah, we developed an Eventbrite link that I'm going to send to you that you could share. I'm going to send to Carlos that he could share, and you as well.
Right.
Okay.
Why was I last? Okay. Oh, he included me last. I take that personally. I'm E.L. Crane. They are not. We're going to take a break, and Tish is going to take all that stuff up out of here. Nobody asked me what my beauty secrets were, but that's okay. I'm not going to take that personally either. Okay?
You probably have more products than I do. I bet.
So, I have one thing to say before we go to break, and this is in deference to Mack Blankenship. If money is the root of all evil, why do they ask for it in church? Okay, I'm E.L. Crane.
And we are.
Face of Bill's color.
That's why.
Wow.
Are you looking for the best mortgage loans available nationwide? Welcome to My Mortgage Inc., led by award-winning mortgage expert Jennifer Nina, with expertise in both Florida and Texas markets, and a national team for all your mortgage needs. Now you can borrow with confidence. Whether buying, selling, or investing in real estate, you deserve the very best mortgage solutions available, whether it's for new construction, luxury, or an investment property. As a long-time mortgage specialist, Jennifer has built her lender reputation on getting the deal done. And you want to know the best part? By working with Jennifer and My Mortgage Inc., you gain access to the REUSHOW, an international, invitation-only multimedia platform offering exclusive real estate buying and selling resources, business alliances, and so much more. Doesn't get better than that. My Mortgage Inc. We treat your mortgage like our mortgage. Find out more information at yourmortgagepro.biz today.
Hi, I'm Tish Sotelo of Globally Tish. I'm the host of the REU Lifestyle segment. Every Saturday, I will be sharing with you everything that's hot in real estate, food, fashion, fun, and travel. I will be going from different locations, showing you where our RMG collectives have listings. I will be going from place to place, showing you what's hot in real estate, where the best places to eat, the best places to shop, as well as kind of just what's going on in our city. I love everything lifestyle, and I want to share everything that's so exciting about this city, other cities in the surrounding areas, as well as nationwide, and sometimes internationally. I'm so excited to share all of this hot, new, yummy stuff with you. Join me every Saturday on the REU Lifestyle segment.
Osborne Advisors, the official commercial mortgage company for the Real Estate You Show, Saturdays 11 a.m. Eastern and 10 a.m. Central on the Global Live Network, www.ruworldwide.com. For all your commercial real estate mortgage needs, go to www.ruloan.com for both commercial real estate and business loans nationwide. 800-460-9165. That's 800-460-9165.
This was a proud sponsor of KNLY 91.1 FM.
Hi, I'm Naomi, founder of Butler Media, a digital marketing and graphic design agency. We're built for small business owners who want professional marketing that gives them an edge. Reaching the right customer with the right message at the right time is the lifeblood of any successful business. We specialize in design, development, and implementation proven online marketing strategies in order to grow your business. Whatever you need, we can help your business find success in today's competitive marketplace. Butler Media. Start here, go anywhere.
This was a proud sponsor of KNLY 91.1 FM. This was a proud sponsor of KNLY 91.1 FM.
As king, I hereby banish boredom. Good people of Texas, feast on more fun at the Texas Renaissance Festival. Get your tickets online at texrenfest.com.
Okay, I'm back because I'm adorable. Mack is back because he's tolerable. Dina's back because she's beautiful. And Jennifer's back because she's Jennifer. Unmute, Missy.
And you're afraid of her.
Yes, I'm totally afraid of her.
Yeah.
Totally afraid of her. You know, we have to understand how afraid I am of that woman. Okay? Because, you know, stuff like that. Anybody who has, you know how they holster guns in Texas?
Oh, yeah.
She has a machete holster.
Oh my God.
That I wouldn't take as a compliment.
You know, she was in the military.
I know, that was shocking to me. But she was honorably discharged just like I was.
Which means she was trained to use weapons, is what I'm getting at.
And she's probably qualified to get a VA loan, and you're not.
You just had to point that out, did you? You just had to point that out.
Yeah, but you're the one that brought up military, though.
Yeah, no, Dina did.
Dina did.
Dina did. Okay. So, Mr. Blankenship, on these loan limits, what are the limitations in regard to qualified buyers, since you seem to see I'm unqualified, me and my 650 middle score as an unqualified buyer. So you must only deal with 700 credit scores. So what are the limitations to secure the new loan limit? Down payment? Is there a household
5%.
income? 5% down.
5% down.
Okay.
There's no such thing as no income. It's got to you got to meet. It's a Fannie Freddie product.
Oh, okay.
Right. You got to submit and get it approved eligible.
Okay.
You know, I had a referral from a lender this week. As a matter of fact, that has just a traditional conventional loan, but they have no credit score. So you have to have a meaningful credit score with this, and it has to meet the minimum standard requirements.
What about
which would be a
alternative
620. But you know, the thing I would remind you though is that just because you have a 620 does not automatically mean you get approved.
That's true.
That through the automated underwriting systems, it just doesn't, because the automated underwriting systems measuring credit, income, collateral, work history, everything is measuring just a multitude of different factors. And you know, and I've seen folks with a 640 or 650 it just not get approved.
Okay, I have to stop you right there. I have to congratulate my stepdaughter, Kirsten. Just got engaged over in Dubai. I just got a text. She just got engaged over in Dubai. So Kirsten, congratulations on getting engaged, and hopefully you let your disgruntled stepfather come to the wedding.
I wouldn't do that.
But congratulations, Kirsten. I don't even know this guy. I need to meet him. I need to check him out.
You don't know him?
I don't know him.
Aw.
I don't know him. But she just got
Probably not a good idea.
In the desert in Dubai. They took pictures on a desert
Really?
dune. Yeah, that she got engaged. So they sent me something. So I just had to say that. Okay. Broad strokes for beautiful.
Yeah, so that's the Eventbrite.
Beautiful.
That's the Eventbrite.
Okay.
And I sent you a copy. I sent Maybe we could put one on
It's actually
the
from
on the
6
on
to
the
10.
Facebook page.
It's 6 to 10.
Carlos?
It's 6 to 10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
6 to 10. That's the older one.
Okay.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Because they know I need more space to drink.
Well, for someone like me, it's only 6 to 8 because I go to bed at 9.
Okay.
So
But
that's for the.
Yeah, they made a mistake on the first draft. So I
And the
think-
reason he goes to bed at 9, people, because he's on the work release program from the Texas Department of Corrections. And so he has to be back in his cell at a decent hour, which is 8:30.
Mack's mom is going to be donating a Christmas wreath.
Yes.
Really?
And so my
For the
mother,
event.
my mother is a florist. Right? She's been a florist since she's. I wouldn't say a florist, but my grandfather owned a flower shop in Orlando, Florida.
Okay.
Of all places, and she has been, making arrangements since she was 13 years old.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
and she's just super good at it. She's been on the Houston HSH selling products on Houston Shopping Network
Shopping
on
Network?
TV
Oh, yeah. Okay.
before. So, and she's going to come up with something really nice to auction off, and I promise you that somebody's gonna want it.
And see, next week we'll have all 4 of us here in the studio because she's coming in town next Saturday morning. And she didn't ask me to pick her up. She told me I was picking her up.
I like her
Part of the
style.
job.
Would anybody like to take my side for a change? I'm just saying.
You do a good job taking it for your own self.
Yeah,
That's true,
and,
too.
and remember, City of the Week is the only thing we let you do unsupervised.
That's
anyway.
true, too.
That's true.
That's true.
So good job, Jennifer, for supervising him.
But it's pretty cool to support, and I thank you for getting your mom involved and everyone's support behind this.
I still don't know what to buy, though.
Whatever you can see, they're gonna have I think they're gonna have sports memorabilia that's been donated for some of the men that come that may want to bid, or sports fans in general. The rest of the stuff, it's gonna be ranging from just gift baskets to salon.
So just go get something. No, donate something.
You can donate if you don't want to bring something. You can donate,
Or just come and
or
buy
just-
something.
Just come, bid on some baskets, bid on whatever. Just come visit. You don't have to buy anything if you want
Because
to.
you can't ask me to bid on something because the first thing I'm going to
If
say,
you
I can
don't-
go get that cheaper
If
somewhere
you don't
else.
want to bid, you can leave a check directly made out to the Women's Center,
Okay.
and we'll be delivering.
Will they take credit cards at the time too?
Yeah, they will.
Okay.
We'll have
That's what I'm
somebody
gonna do.
there with that.
I'm gonna donate because the thought of going shopping for somebody outside of myself don't inspire me. What? Don't you shop for yourself? I shop for myself. Only me.
Yeah.
I only shop for me. Period. No gifts.
I'm not
no
a great
nothing.
gift giver either.
No.
Yeah.
Meet me for a drink.
I think that's the easier thing to
There you
do.
go.
And I hate to do it, but I don't know what to get people.
That's
It's just like-
exactly. And then you gotta like people to buy them something.
well, I do want to get them stuff, but I wind up getting something cheesy like a gift card, and I hate that.
Okay.
But
But busy people like us. I mean, come on.
No, but you know
I'm
what?
easy to shop
No,
for.
I'm gonna-
Expensive.
Just
That's
send,
it.
just send cash. Just
I
send me
mean,
money.
Jen Tran, Tish Sotelo, Gigi Hatter, to name a few of the Big 12. They're so creative with their gift giving.
They are.
I
Yeah.
mean,
They are. They really are.
just-
They really
I mean,
are.
I just like, how do you think of these
I
things?
think it's a talent. For practical people like us, we're just like, just do a gift card.
I've
I
never
was
been.
like, yeah, I'm cool with that too.
Let
I
her
mean,
make
it's
the
like-
decision.
Thank you, Mac. I've never been called practical.
I was talking to her.
Oh. She was talking.
I was talking to Dina.
Oh, you said us?
I know. I said Dina.
Like I'm in the
said her.
studio. I'm a
No,
part of us in the
that was
studio.
that was a
No,
Cajun
EO,
her.
Hey,
her.
EO gave me. He
Her.
knows me though. One year I got from BRPS gave me 18-hole golf at a really nice golf course.
Yeah, see,
Tour 18.
I'm not getting Mac nothing. Okay. He don't even have a birthday. He just showed up one day out of the blue. He don't even know his birthday, people. He said I had on no shoes and I just walked across the field and somebody opened the door and I just walked in.
It's a
Well,
Sabine.
EO, just in case you didn't know, Mac and I share the same birth date.
Yeah.
What?
Really?
Mm-hmm.
So if you forgot his birthday, then you'd forgot.
But I didn't forget yours. I guess I'm gonna have to do better than that.
That's. I think that's the point she's trying to make.
I'm going to do better. I'll do better in 2022.
Okay.
I'm going to do better in 2022. So what we're going to do, we're going to take a break, and Mack is going to explain to me why he didn't tell me it was his birthday so I can forget it on purpose. Anyway, I'm E.L. Craig.
And at 50, I was trying to forget him too. Take a break.
Take a break, Carlos.
Hi, my name is Jennifer Nina with My Mortgage Inc., and I am your mortgage pro. I'm originally from Dominican Republic. We speak also Spanish. I've been in the business for about 15 years. I am licensed currently in Florida and Texas. The company is licensed in about 28, 29 states. So I can honestly tell you that I serve all types of clients, from the blue collar to luxury homes. I mean, everybody is a client. There's no exceptions to the rule. If you do not qualify, we will help you qualify. My favorite part is having the client get the satisfaction of their first home and telling them that they're approved and giving them the keys for them to go in their home. That's the most satisfying part about my job. Once again, my name is Jennifer Nina with My Mortgage Pro. Call me now.
Let me ask you something. Are you a real estate professional seeking to grow your business and add greater value to your career? RMG The Collective is the process that develops new and seasoned brokers and owners. Have you tried figuring out the best ways to market yourself but just haven't been able to break through yet? You're not alone, but I have good news. RMG The Collective offers training programs to help you master the luxury real estate market, grow your income, boost brand awareness, and develop a truly unique brand to help you stand out from the rest. This unparalleled program is endorsed by top luxury brokers and agents nationwide, with 93% of participating agents increasing their income by at least 41%. And you want to know the best part? You can be a member of RMG The Collective no matter where you're located. With agents located all over the U.S., you'll be a part of a strong, supportive community, have constant access to RMG's online proprietary program, work one-on-one with your mentor, receive customized feedback on your marketing and business model, and finally, watch your luxury real estate business take off. Get ready to spend your days helping others achieve their dreams while you achieve yours. RMG The Collective. Growth in partnership. Call or email to get started today.
Hey everyone, my name is Kaylee Heenan with BRPS Title. If you're looking to grow your real estate business this year, BRPS Title is the perfect title partner for you. Give me a call today and ask about our concierge closings, our luxury showcases, and our custom lead generation program, as well as our most exclusive program, the Roundtable Mastermind Group. Give me a call at 832-603-2005.
Hi there, I'm Dina Salazar, broker and owner of Platinum One Properties. For the past 20 years, my passion for real estate and strong sense of integrity have been the driving force and key to making real estate dreams come true for our clients. With preferred lenders, builders, and title companies, we are able to provide service beyond your expectations. So if you're in the market to sell, buy, or lease, give us a call today. Platinum One Properties, exceeding expectations and creating the standard in real estate.
This was a proud sponsor of KNLY 91.1 FM.
Let me ask you something. Have you been thinking to yourself that it's time to start playing in the real estate big leagues? Welcome to the Real Estate U Show, a weekly nationally syndicated multimedia show designed to empower both buyers and real estate industry professionals by providing tips, insights, and inspiration for all things buying, selling, and investing in real estate. Featuring a team of real estate experts, financial and new construction professionals, and weekly guest entrepreneurs, this fun and entertaining show breaks down all the complex news happening in real estate nationally. And you want to know the best part? Through the Real Estate U Show multimedia platform, you can gain access to the RMG Collective, an exclusive invitation-only real estate professionals group. Doesn't get better than that. Catch the Real Estate U Show weekly at REUworldwide.com Saturdays Eastern, 10 Central.
This was a proud sponsor of KNLY 91.1 FM.
Okay, I'm E.L. Crane, joined in the studio by Mack Blankenship of Guaranteed Rate, Dina Salazar of Platinum One Properties, and Jennifer Nina is in Florida in her office right now because her Florida studio is being recalibrated, and the reason it's not set up right now, she didn't pay her damn bill. Unmute, Missy. So she didn't pay her bill. She needs to unmute and tell us why she didn't want to pay the bill to the contractor to put up her wall and stuff like that. Okay, now we're going to get to why you so cheap in just a second. So now, Jennifer, I know that you're a huge proponent of homebuyer education, and we're actually working on putting a homebuyer education program together down in Florida. I get to go to Florida on BRPS's dime. I always love that. I love that. You know, anytime I get to fly somewhere and I don't got to pay for it, it's right down my alley. So I think, what is it, November 13th or December something?
13th.
November 13th. Yours truly will be in Florida as one of the contributors to this buyer education wealth building through real estate seminar.
Cool.
So now,
Are you going to be speaking?
I'm going to be speaking, and I'm going to be on my best behavior as I represent the Real Estate U Show. Raise your hand if you believe me. Really? No faith? No faith? No faith. Really? Wow.
Nothing.
That's just wrong. So, but we're also going to be doing wealth building through real estate seminars here in the Houston market, and we're going to include Mr. Legend over there, Mack Blankenship, because I have Kaylee working on right now compiling a list of RMG broker owners like her, who have teams that can benefit from the education and the camaraderie, but also meeting new potential clientele.
Yeah, you know, and I don't know what the framework of the homebuyer education, what the content is going to be, but you know, I think there's just not so much a need to communicate to the public how we get to.
Yes. How you get to the happy dance? That's me. The title company.
Not what we do. But what we need to do is focus on what they need to
do.
do.
That's
help
what these
us
are.
Get to from point A to point B. Because for me personally, I'd be not. Hey, when somebody comes to fix my car and wants to give me the details, I'm like, dude, I don't need to know. Right. Just tell me what I need to do to help you get it done. Yeah. And I think the same is true for many homebuyers, especially the young ones and that are. What do you need me to do to be prepared to get through this process?
And that's what it is. It's an education process, and that's what these classes are going to be about. It's educating the potential homeowner on what it takes to achieve homeownership, from guiding them through the credit process, the things that you're looking for in regard to documentation, make sure they have all the documentation together, make sure before they get to Dina that they have that approval so she can take them out looking, why home warranty is necessary, why title is necessary, why inspection. They're going to be educated in the process of acquiring real estate.
And how to get your finances prepared to be ready
Yes,
to buy a
that's
home.
the documentation.
So that you avoid the surprises and the things that you don't want to do. Like, I had a borrower call me yesterday on her second contract, and he's like, well, I don't think I'm going to be getting a gift now. I'm like, what? I said, well, so what are you going to do? Well, I'm like, no, you can't do that. Yeah. And that's just a classic case of, one of those little things that can, hey, you were going to get a gift 2 months ago when you had your first contract. Now you can't get a gift.
Right.
And what you're telling me you're going to be using for down payment is not acceptable.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And those are the things that are going to be, because it's not a seamless transaction.
It isn't.
There are things that happen. It never is. So we want to give them not just qualifying for a loan, but sustaining that qualification. Not just getting approved for a loan, but sustaining that approval. Hey, I know you want to buy a new car. I need you to wait till you get the keys to your new house.
And I think one of the most relevant topics that you can include in that is not just how to be prepared financially, like you said, how to be prepared afterwards. And I think that starts in every single household, especially with costs going up on a consistent basis. And I tell my young buyers, I'm like, look, you need to have a budget.
Right.
Because if you don't have a budget, you don't know how much you make, you don't know how much you spend, then you're living a life full of anxieties associated with, hey, am I going to have enough at the end of the month sometimes? Right. Because I know when I was young, and the only way to overcome those anxieties and those fears, especially for first-time home buyers, moving forward after that is, I think you got to include a meaningful budget and not just give them the spreadsheet, but and say, look, bring the last 6 months of your bank statements to the meeting, because we're going to go through them and we're going to add up what you spend on food. We're going to add up what you spend on restaurants. We're going to add up what you spend on Starbucks, and making a meaningful event so that when they walk away, they have something real and tangible in their hands that's going to impact their lives and make them better homeowners in the end.
Absolutely. And what a lot of people don't realize is when it comes to purchasing anything, it's all about preparedness.
Right.
Anything.
Right.
Anything you want to buy, it takes preparedness. Everybody's not ready to buy a home.
That's
Okay?
right.
Everybody's not ready to buy a home.
So what we're going to be doing with this series of seminars, it's not only for the consumer benefit, but it's also for the agents and the lenders to benefit on how to work with these people and get them up to speed. Because everybody thinks, oh, take a loan application, you're approved. It's not it. It's not it.
Mm-hmm.
Those things.
And you know what, I would be more geared to, instead of a seminar, a workshop. You know, that's me, right? Because I've heard everything. At 53, I've seen every single movie there is to see. I've seen it all. I mean, give me something real and tangible that I can work on right now, that I'm going to be able to walk away and have an impact on my life. And I would do workshops.
Well, see, the reason I choose seminar, because the quality of attendee goes up. All right. I don't just want a room full of first-time home buyers, because most first-time home buyers, yes, I'm going to insult them, they're looking for a handout. All right. I want the diversity of buyer in the room, because agents and broker owners such as Dina, they want to increase their average transaction size. As lenders, you and Jennifer want to increase your average transaction size. If you want to, yes, I said this, bottom feed, you use the term home buyer workshop. If you want to elevate the attendee, you say seminar. It's a proven
Home buyer
fact.
seminar. Home buyer seminar, is that what you're saying?
No, wealth building through real estate seminar.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, I think that's a valid point. I can't disagree with that.
Yeah, so those are the things that we want to do, because it's like, my philosophy, as you know, about collaborating before we go to break, it's always about, if there are 100 consumers in the room, Dina as a realtor can't talk to all those people. So Dina's team needs to be there, or one of the RMG groups. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
So you as a lender, Jennifer as a lender, you can't talk to all these people. So you need to have multiple lenders in the room. Or my favorite, everybody don't like you. Of course, everybody loves me, but everybody don't like you, Mack. So, but everybody loves me. Let's not split it. We need to, focus on the love me part. So.
And everyone is as unique as their fingerprint, and their, in terms of their financial capabilities and so forth. And even with this sharing the same, we could have the same credit score, but have completely different
That's
situations.
Very true. That's very true.
So this is why, with these type of seminars or workshops, whatever you want to call them, what we're trying to do is basically just give an overview, answer questions.
Yes.
Somebody may have a specific question that they may want to ask, and here we are as a group of professionals that have been in the industry a long time. Hopefully can help them out.
And we'll have on-site evaluations. That's what you have the professionals there for. Mack and Jennifer, they can basically take an application online right there and then have that conversation. But what we're going to do, Mack, there, and what I want to do here, we're going to have breakout rooms for you to have that private conversation, because nobody wants to talk money in a room full of people.
And I like that. I like that. Especially, I don't want to talk about my money in front of everybody.
Nobody does.
Nobody does. Yeah.
Oh, I do. Yes, people. I got it. yes, people.
I would Mack check him on that one. That's for sure.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay,
Okay,
this is what I do for a living. Is I verify finances, dude. I'm going to nail you on
Mack
that.
try to talk about me. Take the commercial, Carlo. This hour is brought to you by The Designer's Niche and RMG The Collective.
Are you looking for the best mortgage loans available nationwide? Welcome to My Mortgage Inc., led by award-winning mortgage expert Jennifer Nina, with expertise in both Florida and Texas markets, and a national team for all your mortgage needs. Now you can borrow with confidence. Whether buying, selling, or investing in real estate, you deserve the very best mortgage solutions available, whether it's for new construction, luxury, or an investment property. As a long-time mortgage specialist, Jennifer has built her lender reputation on getting the deal done. And you want to know the best part? By working with Jennifer and My Mortgage Inc., you gain access to the REUSHOW, an international, invitation-only multimedia platform offering exclusive real estate buying and selling resources, business alliances, and so much more. Doesn't get better than that. My Mortgage Inc. We treat your mortgage like our mortgage. Find out more information at yourmortgagepro.biz today.
Hey everyone, my name is Kaylee Heenan with BRPS Title. If you're looking to grow your real estate business this year, BRPS Title is the perfect title partner for you. Give me a call today and ask about our concierge closings, our luxury showcases, and our custom lead generation program, as well as our most exclusive program, the Roundtable Mastermind Group. Give me a call at 832-603-2005.
My name is Avryl Gordon with Avryl Gordon Insurance Agency. We all know that insurance is an important part of the home buying process, but it shouldn't prohibit or take up a lot of time. Customers want to get to close and they want to walk into their new home. I work directly with real estate agents and mortgage professionals who are looking to simplify the home buying and the insurance binding process before close. If you're interested in working with a professional insurance agent to make sure that your customers enjoy the experience throughout the closing process, give me a call. 713-429-0746. Let's work together to make sure that our customers have a great home buying experience.
This was a proud sponsor of KNLY 91.1 FM.
We're back. I'm E.L. Crane, the real ELC. See, there's nobody in the world like me. Okay? And this is what you need to be made aware of. My special is more special than most.
Your special is more special?
My special is more special. Unmute you. Unmute, Jennifer. Yeah, my special is more special than most. And I'm trying to educate the masses on why my special is more special than most.
Please do.
Okay, see, I am what you would call a collaborator, a facilitator, an initiator of opportunities for all those who are around me. They can even make money when I don't. And that doesn't bother me because my philosophy is I don't need to make money on 20 transactions. I need to be a part of 20 transactions. So my special is more special than most.
Okay, then.
So I would agree with most of that.
See, y'all thought that was going to be a self-indulgent scenario.
We didn't say it wasn't that.
That was self-indulgent. I'm trying to do better here. So, Mack, my friend.
But at least you were eloquent. You were correct about most of it.
Yeah, but see, Mack Blankenship is a good friend of mine. All right, this is what people need to understand. As much hell as I give him, which he richly deserves, let's not leave that part out, he is a good friend of mine, okay? And I have a belief system in Mack that I have, even without drinking, I still believe in him. So, so Mr. Blankenship. So this upcoming week, I'm looking for a lot of changes in the marketplace based on the things I saw on Wall Street yesterday. Okay, with mortgage-backed securities.
What did you see? The market rebounded slightly.
Huh?
Did it rebound slightly yesterday?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I know we can't speculate, but I think that between now and the year end, there's going to be an opening of credit markets. What do you think?
When you say an opening, define that, because I can already share with you that the product that I brought today for loan amount up to 625 is a reflection of that.
Right.
Right?
But I'm talking about the 80/20s that are starting to appear on a regular basis too.
You know, I think that what you're seeing is what was it, Jennifer, the ATR rule? Didn't they just rescind the ATR rule, the ability to repay rule or something, regards to Dodd-Frank? You know, you get me talking legal, man, and I just completely get out of my lane.
You know, 80/20 is definitely going to be always a non-QM product.
Always a non-QM product, right? But I'm speaking specifically to traditional loan products like the 625 that Fannie Freddie has opened up. The jumbo market has transitioned out of into, hey, we'll accept an AUS for approval and we'll let you document and close based upon your AUS documentation requirements. That's another example of opening up that market. And just the fact that non-QM is back in the marketplace because during COVID-19, we didn't have any at all. So I think credit is definitely back and opening up. But do I think we're going to go back to the days of prior to Dodd-Frank, and where we're going to lend folks money that have had credit challenges?
I'm not a Barney Frank friend.
We're not going to go back to
Barney Frank. I don't like Barney Frank at all.
Dodd-Frank.
No, I'm talking about Barney was the initiator.
Yeah.
Okay. But see, this is what you have.
But the reason it existed was because we got rid of regulation to begin with, and we would have never had to re-regulate the industry had we left the regulations in place and enforced the regulations that existed at the time.
Then you'd have had everybody have to come up 20% down.
It's just ridiculous the way that the industries manage itself and they allow government to do it for them. So it's just we should have never deregulated the industry, and we should have never advocated the deregulation.
See, this is why I was a general in the Army and he was a corporal. Okay, this is why. Okay, so
I'm sure a lot of politicians and a lot of people in the financial sector got immensely wealthy with the deregulation.
That's
of
the part I'm talking about right there. I'm not worried about nobody else. I'm talking about
I know,
me.
but it costs. But it costs the American. You know, I'm never going to leave this alone. It costs the American taxpayers $1 trillion to bail the banks out. Then they turn around and foreclose on 10 million Americans. There's no equity in that, and there was no one held responsible for that in the financial sector or in the government.
Okay, the gentlemen from Taylor, Bean, and Whitaker who are doing consecutive 20-year sentences.
He was just a scapegoat. He wasn't the only person.
Well, you just said nobody.
Yeah. He's just a scapegoat.
Well, somebody had to go down, and they upset my lifestyle with all that stuff. Barney Frank with his crap.
I think it's so, compared to where we were, it's probably, better.
People, if you didn't know, he's very passionate about that situation right
I'm
there.
very passionate about that.
And he really is, right? I give him grief, but he is really passionate about saving the rest of the world. Me personally, I don't give a damn about him. But see, that's just it.
I mean, and the reality of it is that nobody's honest about what really happened, and that's what really happened.
Well, if you was in the middle of it and had the $40 million line of credit like I did as a lender with a mortgage division of a retail bank, there were things that was going on behind the scenes, not just from the lender and who was buying our mortgages. It was
people who were packaging them and selling them.
And that's it. It was the banks packaging them, but it was the mortgage brokers and the mortgage bankers that took all the black eyes.
Well, that's right. And because banks weren't allowed to be in the mortgage business before it was deregulated.
That's why they had divisions.
That's the problem. And neither was Wall Street.
Okay. But see, Mack is anti-Wall Street because he's anti-everything. So I'm E.L. Crane. They're not.
I'm definitely pro-homeowner. And when you you bail banks out and then turn around and foreclose on 10 million Americans, that's simply unforgivable.
Capitalism.
You can't do that again.
I love
you can't
capitalism.
You can't do that again, and we're not going to do that this time.
You know what he said in Wall Street? Greed is good. That's the world I live in. Now, Jennifer, in the world of finance that does not include Mack Blankenship, Dina is getting.
I'm going to call with my assault.
There you go. So Dina's getting her Florida broker's license. Okay, and Dina is going to be doing some stuff in Florida. Okay, how are you going to balance the real estate, you two, with Florida and Texas?
Well, I think it's just like anything. You just do what you can do. If you feel that your business is getting growing exponentially, then you have to hire more people to support that so that the quality doesn't decrease. But when you start something initially, you just got to feel it out, and develop it from there.
Yeah, because I was thinking about that because of the taxing variations and the loan requirements. Like we have a loan closing on Tuesday in our office, and I saw the loan approval, $3.2 million purchase, 640 credit score, 35% down,
non-QM.
Oh yeah, I agree it's not QM, but I'm like 640. Every time I see anything over $1 million, 700. So you have to be a huge. Well, 35% down, you got a lot of skin in the game.
Yeah.
That's a lot of skin in the game right there. But it's those. That's when I say those things coming back. It's those kind of things coming back where lower credit score, more equity to the table. That's what I'm really saying right there.
Yeah, and that's probably just a good, nice balancing act with regards to credit score. I mean, look, if you don't have the score, then you
give me the down payment.
You got to bring more money to closing.
There you go.
And I think that's equitable.
Yeah, and so that's my whole thing.
And that keeps balance, right? As opposed to somebody that doesn't have a score, doesn't have any skin in the game,
right? But see, the very first house I ever bought, it was mandated 20% down. Very first house I bought, across the board, from mortgage brokers to banks to everybody,
and
it was
it's probably
20%
conventional,
down.
wasn't it?
Yeah.
And what's that? You was that can't be before mortgage insurance, was it?
Well, it was in the 90s.
Because that's what mortgage insurance.
It was in the 90s.
Well, we had mortgage insurance in the 90s. I got in the business in 1993.
No, I bought my first house in 1990.
Okay.
And it was mandated 20%. I went to my bank at the time. It was mandated 20% down.
Well, that could be. Did you get your loan from an S&L?
No.
No?
It was Bank of America.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
so,
that may have been why.
Yeah. But then it was 20% down. So a friend of mine who was a mortgage broker.
Yeah.
He shopped me 20% down.
Really?
Went to a mortgage bank. Remember option one?
Mm-hmm.
Before they went to, subprime, option one was a straight mortgage banker, 20% down. So that's what I'm saying. That was the dynamics back then. It was a mandate of 20% down.
And what was the interest rate, EO? What was the interest rate?
Oh, hell, 9.9.
We thought you were doing good.
I was doing backflips down the street.
Now everybody's getting upset when so it's like
3 1/4.
I know. It's like y'all.
You hate me? You give me 3 1/4. You hate me.
It's so funny because people were paying, like you said, 9, 10, up to maybe
11 and a half.
Yeah. It was crazy.
And we had rates that high as recently as 96. Rates went up.
Mine was 9. Yeah. I did a back. As a matter of fact, it was a 327. My first loan was a 327.
Okay.
Yeah, 9.9. So we're gonna take a break and basically figure out how old everybody in the studio is.
That's right.
I just realized.
Thank you, Carlos.
Jennifer's the youngest.
Yeah, Jennifer's the baby.
She's
you
the
see
baby.
I'm quiet, right?
Yeah, she has no idea what's being talked about.
So on the fact that Jennifer's the baby, we're gonna take a break. Now, I'm truly the baby though, truth be told.
Yeah.
You what?
I'm the baby.
He is the baby.
I'm the baby. By every measure, I'm the baby.
Baby Craig.
Right. My name and every damn thing else. Take a break, Carlos.
It's so funny.
So watch this here.
Hi, my name is Jennifer Nina with My Mortgage Inc., and I am your mortgage pro. I'm originally from Dominican Republic. We speak also Spanish. I've been in the business for about 15 years. I am licensed currently in Florida and Texas. The company is licensed in about 28, 29 states. So I can honestly tell you that I serve all types of clients, from the blue collar to luxury homes. I mean, everybody is a client. There's no exceptions to the rule. If you do not qualify, we will help you qualify. My favorite part is having the client get the satisfaction of their first home and telling them that they're approved and giving them the keys for them to go in their home. That's the most satisfying part about my job. Once again, my name is Jennifer Nina with My Mortgage Pro. Call me now. Hi, my name is Jennifer Nina with My Mortgage Inc., and I am your mortgage pro. Once again, my name is Jennifer Nina with My Mortgage Pro. Call me now.
Let me ask you something. Are you a real estate professional seeking to grow your business and add greater value to your career? RMG The Collective is the process that develops new and seasoned brokers and owners. Have you tried figuring out the best ways to market yourself but just haven't been able to break through yet? You're not alone, but I have good news. RMG The Collective offers training programs to help you master the luxury real estate market, grow your income, boost brand awareness, and develop a truly unique brand to help you stand out from the rest. This unparalleled program is endorsed by top luxury brokers and agents nationwide, with 93% of participating agents increasing their income by at least 41%. And you want to know the best part? You can be a member of RMG The Collective no matter where you're located. With agents located all over the US, you'll be a part of a strong, supportive community, have constant access to RMG's online proprietary program, work one-on-one with your mentor, receive customized feedback on your marketing and business model, and finally, watch your luxury real estate business take off. Get ready to spend your days helping others achieve their dreams while you achieve yours. RMG The Collective. Growth in partnership. Call or email to get started today.
Hey everyone, my name is Kaylee Heenan with BRPS Title. If you're looking to grow your real estate business this year, BRPS Title is the perfect title partner for you. Give me a call today and ask about our concierge closings, our luxury showcases, and our custom lead generation program, as well as our most exclusive program, the Roundtable Mastermind Group. Give me a call at 832-603-2005.
Hi there, I'm Dina Salazar, broker and owner of Platinum One Properties. For the past 20 years, my passion for real estate and strong sense of integrity have been the driving force and key to making real estate dreams come true for our clients. With preferred lenders, builders, and title companies, we are able to provide service beyond your expectations. So if you're in the market to sell, buy, or lease, give us a call today. Platinum One Properties, exceeding expectations and creating the standard in real estate.
This was a proud sponsor of KNLY 91.1 FM.
Let me ask you something. Have you been thinking to yourself that it's time to start playing in the real estate big leagues? Welcome to the Real Estate U Show, a weekly nationally syndicated multimedia show designed to empower both buyers and real estate industry professionals by providing tips, insights, and inspiration for all things buying, selling, and investing in real estate. Featuring a team of real estate experts, financial and new construction professionals, and weekly guest entrepreneurs, this fun and entertaining show breaks down all the complex news happening in real estate nationally. And you want to know the best part? Through the Real Estate U Show multimedia platform, you can gain access to the RMG Collective, an exclusive invitation-only real estate professionals group. Doesn't get better than that. Catch the Real Estate U Show weekly at REUworldwide.com Saturdays Eastern, 10 Central.
This was a proud sponsor of KNLY 91.1 FM.
Okay, bills are paid. Mack Blankenship is still here. Jennifer Nina is still here. Dina Salazar is still here. And I have a question for Dina and this beautiful event next week.
Yes.
Okay, so, we try to support each other with the events that we're doing, and especially stuff like this. Now, is this money for battered women, domestic women who have suffered domestic violence specifically?
Yeah, so all the funds, unless there's items, but we're collecting funds that are donated. They see which shelters need what. So some have the children, and the women children, others, but they're victims of domestic and sexual abuse.
Okay.
And they're seeking safe haven, and if money's needed for example, for children's clothing items, hygiene items, what have you, then they'll allot it to whatever, unless we specifically name, which we're not. We're putting it to the fund to help in all the Houston area shelters where they are part of.
Okay. Because because this is like my mom's foundation that my brother runs. You know, he has shelter for domestic violence and teen pregnancy and
Yes.
men who suffer
Exactly.
domestic violence as well. And the reason I asked that question, because a lot of the times people don't realize the ramifications is just not the person that's being abused. It falls down to the children, and it falls down to family members who try to help them protect them, because these people who are doing these wrong acts, anybody who gets in the way of them getting to the person that they're trying to hurt is also in danger as well.
Exactly.
You know.
Exactly. And there's a lot of education and support
Yes.
that goes in these shelters and groups and so forth. And it's just amazing, you know, how one act of kindness can give somebody that's hopeless the hope they need
Right.
to continue fighting and living and being a productive citizen, and knowing that they're definitely making the world a better place by
Right.
being in it.
Yeah,
So,
because it was kind of crazy, not this event, but a few months ago, I literally had a flashback to when I was a little kid of a witnessing domestic violence.
Yeah.
And the person that did it, you know, I guess you gotta block it out.
Yeah.
The person that did it, I've known them, or I knew them my whole life before they passed away. And that one episode was stuck down in my consciousness somewhere, blocked away, and I never thought about him in that way.
That context again.
You know, because it was just, I don't know if that was the only time I ever did something like that.
And it probably were just the key words that came about at the particular time.
Yeah,
that
and it just kinda
you know,
was
sort
just
of
right
brought
there.
that right back to conscious, because you know the brain's an amazing, you know, store of information.
Right. And so that's why when I asked about, you know, when I asked Dina, or said, when it's not just the person that's receiving that physical interaction, it's those around. And
Yeah, you know, I won't go into detail, but you know, just as somebody that has grown up with with extraordinary violence on, you know, a mother, yeah, I can speak to that. That it's not only does it impact the mother, but the children it does.
Yes.
You know,
Yes.
and I can tell you that we've paid some price for that in
Oh,
our
yeah.
lives, just
Yes.
because our father was that type of person,
Right.
and what was just immensely wrong about that day and age in our society is that if
It was okay.
it was okay.
It was okay.
It's your wife. You can do whatever you want with your
right.
wife, like she was a piece of property,
Exactly.
right?
She was shallow.
And so eventually, you know, thank goodness, I don't know who the politicians were, that we developed a policy that say, hey, it's okay. You don't have to press charges. We are.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
Because that's how they get away with it, right? Because in those days, you know, if she didn't press charges because she was too afraid to press charges,
Exactly.
he got away with
it.
it.
Still happens. Women are
happens.
still frightened and afraid to press charges. And you know, I'm lucky enough to have sisters and mother that are very supportive of me.
Right.
Thank goodness.
Yes.
But there are many people out there that don't have any family.
Right.
You know, for one reason or another, no support. And if you have an abuser in your life, darn straight they done pushed away all your friends
Right.
and support, that even if you had it, you know. So these women that are seeking help, they need it from these you know,
And the
agencies
children,
and
too,
the children.
too. Yeah,
I mean, it's
just-
just you know,
That's why we're all coming together next week. Jennifer's coming in from Florida.
Yeah,
We're
Jennifer's
here and
coming
everybody's
down.
Yes.
participating.
And-
you know, and I'll tell a story from my family, but it was from my dad. My dad jumped in to help my grandmother, who was being beaten by my grandfather. My grandmother defended my grandfather,
Oh.
and my uncles defended my grandfather for my father jumping in to help his mom, who was being beaten, not beaten.
It was a mindset.
Exactly.
It was a mindset.
And they turned
generations
on
ago.
my dad.
Yes.
My dad walked away from his family and said, never again. And he stopped speaking to his family because that was the mindset.
That was the mindset. And it was
the mindset.
acceptable because a wife was considered property.
Exactly.
Yes.
And he walked away. And to further elaborate on it, I met one of my uncles. My stepmom invited my uncle in. He must have found my dad or something. The original EL, I like to call my dad. My father walked into the house saw his brother, looked at my stepmother and said, when you get that so-and-so out of my house, call me and I'll come back home. And he walked out the house and left. That's how much that lasted upon him.
Yeah.
And that happened when he was a teenager.
Which is tragic to think that, those kind of things, when somebody, because clearly the person executing that violence on the other person is clearly just wrong.
Exactly.
And it can't be justified in any stage in society on an innocent person who is, I wouldn't say physically weaker, okay?
Yeah.
Not a weaker person, but just physically weaker.
Yeah, it's horrible.
But probably mostly much stronger, probably intelligently much stronger.
Yeah, because, I got to meet my grandma, one time when I was a teenager, and she told me the story. That's why your father separated from us, because he was not going to be in that household any longer, knowing that it was okay by me
to execute that kind of violence
and his siblings. They said it was okay because of their.
It was a belief system a couple of generations ago that your wife was property. And, even some of the religious concepts is what is it? I think we've been doing at our church. We're talking about marriage, and it's like husbands obey your wife. That's taken completely out of context, right? It's a mutually beneficial relationship out of respect and love, and there's no place for violence in that.
And this is why this event next week is so very important to participate in, to donate, to be there. I mean, I know they have a lot of these places have mentoring programs to help these victims grow into more. Because, and I believe that had a great deal with my dad not being an affectionate man. He wanted to be solid in his space, and it's just having that flashback of somebody who I loved and respected. Like, oh my God, he did do that. This kind of thing. So you take that person, and then you take my dad walking away, and then you take so many people in silence, because over the years I have learned from friend girls of mine that they were abused when we were in college. Early parts of their marriages. Like, what?
In my family, we had a tragedy where my cousin was actually killed by her husband, and we saw the violence over and over again. And to me, honestly, she came to me a couple of times, and it was mind-boggling. Like, why are you with him again? I mean, to a point where stabbing came along. She came to my house, like, why are you here? Like, let's do this. And it's, women get this battered woman syndrome, and it's psychologically. It's psychological, where they don't find a way out. And
they don't think there's a way out.
Right.
Yeah.
No, it's not that they don't have one. It's that they don't find it within themselves. They don't think they have one.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's where education and support comes in. Because, ladies, you are powerful. There's nothing in this world you cannot do. And sometimes our mindset and the things around you keep you underneath that power. And, that's why those support groups are there, to let you know and to empower you that, no, you don't need to take this. You don't need to do this.
Exactly.
And Jen, I sent you a link to the Eventbrite just now to your email, so you can share it too. Yep.
So it's
Thank you guys. Also for your support.
Yeah, because it was this is important. That's the easy way to say it. I have a daughter. I have nieces. My good friend Dina has a daughter. Jennifer has a daughter. It's danger out there. But we also need to know that there's support out there if you are in danger. And that's why this event next Saturday is so very important. And it's dear and near to Dina's heart because she supports it wholeheartedly. It's Breast Cancer Awareness Month, but it's also protecting our loved ones month as far as I'm concerned. And that's every month. So this has been the Real Estate U Show here on October. What's today's date, damn it? October 16th.
Is it? Is it? It is the 16th.
October the 16th, 2021, in the year of our Lord. Yeah, y'all can thank me later. Mack, tell the people bye.
Bye, people.
Thanks, everyone.
All right,
Bye,
talk to you soon.